Welcome back to Had To, Got To,
Must.
X-nay on the stink. We don't smell over here. Not that kind of must.
Musty.
More like a need.
More like a hard pizza from 7-Eleven. Everybody give it up for the hard pizza.
Make some motherfucking noise for the hard pizza, y'all.
We went to 7-Eleven one time, tripping on mushrooms, about 2 a.m.
A beautiful American experience.
You really won't get this anywhere else, guys.
No.
An African-American gentleman asks the suicidal Indian gentleman, is the pizza hard? If not, don't worry about it.
No, if the pizza is hard, don't worry about it. If it's hard, don't worry about it.
That's what I meant. I fucked it up.
He said with a straight face at 2 a.m. to this suicidal Indian man, if it's hard, don't worry about it.
The pizza is hard. If it's a fresh pizza, I'll take it. But if it's a hard 7-Eleven pizza, no dice.
You know what that man did? You know what the Indian man did? He looked at it. He took a glance. He didn't do a field test, but he didn't worry about it.
He knew it was hard.
He didn't worry
He
about
knew
it.
it was hard. He's an expert off of sight and time awareness.
His eyelids are permanently 35% closed. He is depressed.
Suicidal is an understatement.
Jesus
Any
Christ.
new listeners, welcome. We do have some fan mail we'd like to address. Welcome to the Had To, Got To, Must podcast.
First of all, this is our first recording since our, some might call viral
We
clip.
kind of went a little viral on TikTok like a motherfucking Stanley water bottle.
We were over here hoping to get 2,000 views.
Yeah.
I mean, it got it's orbiting 400,000 right now.
I have the statistics right now. We're at about 394 listens, 394,000. It's chilling at 81.6K likes.
So thanks, everybody.
21.6K shares, which I think is the most glorious stat of that all. You know, it's just to understand that clip has been sent 21,000 times. It's pretty crazy. You know, who would have thought? Look at us. Look how big our boys got.
That was very fun for us, guys. We really liked that, and we got
appreciate
some new
all the
listeners.
support.
Some new
listeners?
listeners. It's really cool, guys. Like, stay tuned. Like, we have a lot of big things in store. Like, this is just the beginning. Like, really, like it's really cool.
If you're here from the TikTok, thanks for tuning in. And if you're not here from the TikTok, you're an old fan.
You're
we
free.
love you.
Yeah.
Mwah.
If you're here from Instagram and you're one of the 5 likers, you know, you're a little bit of a freeloader and you need to go hit us up on the talk. But also, we appreciate you as well. We appreciate everybody. And most importantly, we started the week with maybe like 20 followers on TikTok. We're chilling at 425.
Look at us.
In a couple of days. So the people who watched that reel and said, you know what, I'm going to click follow, y'all all some real ones. We love and, you know, really appreciate y'all.
Fan mail from New Jersey. Shout out my man.
First out of Michigan fan
Shout
mail.
out to New Jersey.
Yes, this is a first the cities we normally recognize. It just says New Jersey. Just got into the podcast. Excuse me. Stephen A. Smith clip is amazing advertising. But who are you? Who are you is what they want to know.
Who are we? We're friends.
Do any of the members have pre-existing channels, or is it just a group of friends?
We are not Twitch streamers. We are not YouTubers. We are not comedians. We are not, I'm doing a show at Funny Fucks in Austin, Texas. No.
Well, Slim
we don't do
streamed
any
a
of that.
little.
I tried Twitch.
Yeah.
No luck. That's
Little
a
bit.
dead place.
There's no
Don't
followings
go there.
on anything. We are
Maybe
friends.
if you're 18 and you react really loudly to everything.
Yeah, or the conversation, Big Titty Girl is a pretty good category.
If you're like, if everything makes you go, what? Then, you should go
Yeah.
on Twitch. Because me, I'm just not, I guess life's beating me down.
Listen,
a
I
bit
can't.
over the years.
Listen, you know what I mean? Like, Twitch is cool if you like that. Me, I'm almost 30 years old. Kai Cenat dancing with Lil Baby in his leopard carpet room doesn't do anything for me. So, but we are not Twitch streamers. We're not YouTubers. We're not comedians. We are friends with some microphones. And by the way, new listeners, we'd also like to welcome anyone, and old listeners alike. We are back in Joe Rogan's basement. But first of all, you know, we are allies here. And we want to start this with a stolen land acknowledgement, okay? That we are going to acknowledge that the podcast we're recording and operating on is stolen land, stolen from the indigenous person of Joe Rogan, who the property belongs to, who we were squatting in his basement in his compound.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to lie, he went to the gym earlier. I got into one of his rifles. This motherfucker got a shooting range in the basement. I let off a clip. I hope he don't notice. But that shit was kind of fun.
He counts those, and the fairy from one of those episodes we did.
the gnome.
The gnome, I rather.
Tingle, I'm saying next time he goes to the
He
gym,
knows
he goes
about
out,
what you do. He knows he counts the bullets.
we're gonna go to the shooting range.
But yeah, we're just a group of friends. Like even Stephen A. Like that bit about Stephen A. We liked Stephen A. 8 years ago.
We love
Yeah.
Stephen A.
We've loved him. Like this isn't.
he's just now like touching on ridiculous shit. You know, like
yeah.
we knew him from when he was a stiff in a suit. You know,
Yeah, where all he talked about was the Knicks.
you should be banned from talking basketball.
Yeah,
That's Stephen.
and
You just got caught.
like we love Stephen A. This shit we've been doing it for 10 years. Like,
Yeah.
we should have put this podcast together 5 years ago.
We've been, you know, talking about it
Realistically.
for a little while, and then I would say producer Han was the one who kind of nudged us off the cliff a little bit more than we needed to be.
Yeah,
We love
producer
you,
hand. That's
producer.
why
So-
she has the honor of producer, because without her, I mean, where would
It
we
wouldn't
be?
have came together.
Where would
We
be
probably
now,
just
baby?
would still be talking about it and just leaving it in Discord.
And
Say hi to the people.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
shout out Han. We love Han. And the group has benefited. It's been a net positive having Han in the group. But yeah, we've been doing this forever.
Just a
like,
group of friends. We've probably all known each other. The main three people.
Even-
We've all known
We
each
should
other
not
for
have done
like
this
15
podcast
years.
10 years ago. We should have done 10 years ago.
Well, 5 years ago.
No.
Invest
10
in
years ago.
Bitcoin.
Not that. Children's YouTubers. We could have been the next Blippi. We could have been the next
Yeah.
Bluey. We
Yeah.
could have been
Ryan's Toys.
Yeah.
We were so stupid and we wanted to be cool. You know what I mean?
Well, we had to
were
get
young
high
adults.
for 10 years to
Yeah.
become the people we are now to do this podcast.
Yeah.
That it is.
Now
Still getting high. Still getting drunk.
Yeah.
Fuck being cool. We should have been children's YouTubers making buku bucks.
We were just smoking weed and like we were just not eating and drinking.
Smoking weed, talking to girls, and just fucking around. You
Yep.
know what I mean?
And
going to
so
work.
If you go back,
Stupid.
we've got a surge of listeners on episode 1, starting from scratch. We never really introduced each other. I mean, we kind of did about 20 minutes in, maybe.
Yeah.
But like,
Somewhere in the middle.
just a rehash after Serial Mania. Let's do a rehash. I'm Slims. The Stephen A. Smith was Flair.
I'm Flair.
He does the impressions, and Austin here.
Yeah. I did a little bit of the Kendrick Perkins at the end
Yeah.
of
Yep.
that one.
So that's us. We don't have a pre-existing channel. We're not comics. We're just friends.
Yeah.
We all do different things for different walks of life. You'll learn it as
We're
you
all
go.
people just like you.
Yeah.
Guys, we're just a couple of buddies hanging around, having fun.
Yeah.
Having a couple
Drinking
cheeky
a couple
beverages.
of brews, you know.
And I'm the one that was laughing, by the way, all you fuckers out there. I was the one laughing hard as fuck.
Yeah.
And I just laughed.
Slim
I
was
just,
the giggle monster.
I be giggling. You got the homie giggling, real shit. Right now, Flair is drinking out of a
Souvenir bat.
Detroit Tigers souvenir bat that's a cup.
I went to a Tigers
It's like
game.
the size of a slugger.
I went to a Detroit Tigers game over the weekend, which was a very exciting game with the Tigers' victory over the Shohei Ohtani and Freddie Freeman led Los Angeles Dodgers. And Saturday evening, the Tigers took home the victory in a extra innings walk-off home run, with the Tigers scoring 4 runs to tie it up all the way in the bottom of the ninth. I bought a souvenir bat full of alcohol. It was $25. What the fuck? Full of a blue Hawaiian flavored daiquiri, which gave me a stomach ache. Don't buy it, but now I have a giant plastic bat to drink beer from, which is a bitch to clean, and I really wish I didn't pour my beer in this souvenir bat today, because it's a bat and I can't put it down and set it on a fucking table.
Mind you, if you hold it by the handle, it's going to get warm as shit.
Yeah.
It is warm as shit. This thing sucks.
Yeah.
Listen, baseball
drop a
fans,
couple
was
ice cubes in there.
$25 fucking dollars, 27 actually.
20,
after
well,
tax. No.
25 full of alcohol. Mm-hmm. Full of alcohol.
Oh,
It was
that,
full of
that
alcohol.
makes sense. That makes
this
sense.
was full of alcohol, liquor. Okay, this was full of a frozen margarita.
But look, it's grooved so that you can shove it in your ass.
yeah, I might do that later. Actually,
It's for your pleasure.
Honestly, a couple of these bats full of margarita might do it to you. But I had a big margarita bat. Baseball fans, go get one. Get it with beer. Get it with liquor. Get it with whatever the fuck you want. I don't care. I'm not your dad. But the thing is, get one and then never buy one of these again. You're buying the bat. You're buying the liquor inside, but you're buying the bat. Get one and then never buy it again. Just buy a regular can or cup of beer. My advice at the ballpark.
And don't lose your straw.
Yeah, my straw fell in my straw fell in my drink, and I had to I look like a schmuck. I look like a tourist with this
Sipping
fucking
out of the thing.
3.5 foot long plastic schlong. I'm drinking my frozen cocktail out of. I don't know if anyone's ever been to
Drinking
Las
cocktail out of your
Anyone who's ever been to
schlong.
Las Vegas, the fucking tourist trap is the Fat Tuesday frozen drink, which is a big alcoholic, like jungle juice motherfucker. It's like a alcoholic icy, and everyone is walking around like a sucker with this big, colorful bottle around their neck. But it's so much fun. I did it when I was there. I lived it up. But they be getting you fucked up, and they cost a lot of money for these frozen drinks. But you get a special cup That's how they charge in premium price.
You know, with the
beer tastes worse
souvenir
out of
drinks, the cat's out of the bag. Why would I pay $25 for something I gotta look like an asshole while I drink it, especially when I lose my straw? Stephen A., it's all over my suit. There's red jungle juice all over my suit. You notice I never wear the top button. But today, I got the top button on because the souvenir bat from the Dodgers game, Stephen A., is all over my shirt. The cat's out of the bag.
Big Perk, may I remind you, you had three helmets. Not bowls, not plates. 3 batters' helmets full of nachos at the Dodgers game, washed down by 2 Dodger dogs. I saw you do the 999 challenge. Easily. You had it in the bag by the 4th inning. We could try the 999
In
challenge.
inning number 5, I ran out of relish. I had to shove them down my throat. When have you ever seen me eat a hot dog without relish? I mean, come on now. A broken clock is right 2 times a day. The cat's out of the bag. He be saying little sayings like that.
Yeah, he does. Just
Like
like any given Sunday,
any
even
given
though he
Sunday.
was a basketball
The
player.
cat's out of the bag.
He was a basketball player. He said any given Sunday.
Any given Sunday. Any
love-
given Thursday night, Stephen A.
I love little phrases, you know?
Yeah.
It's fun. Like Joe Biden.
Little
does that.
adages.
Listen here, Jack.
Yeah, no, when Joe Biden says Jack, he's all of a sudden the coolest guy in the room.
Hey, wisen up, Weisenheimer. Like, oh, listen up, cracker. Like, it's so. I love. Hey, listen here, Jack. Like,
Has he called Donald Trump a
let me
Poindexter?
bend your ear for a second, bud. Like shit like that.
Has he said Poindexter? Yeah.
Listen here, Poindexter.
Listen up,
Yeah.
Poindexter might win him the
Yeah,
election.
you are.
Calling him a Poindexter
Wearing-
might win him
now-
the election.
I'm sure you guys have seen
I
it.
got a finger in
I'm
my
sure you guys
ass.
have all seen it. The Trump
Finger
supporters
my ass,
are
Jack.
wearing patches on their ear, and in support.
How
And
much
they wouldn't
more
wear a
dick
mask,
can you
though.
suck?
forget the mask.
They wouldn't have worn a mask.
We need to give them credit because
No.
here's why.
I'm not giving you cosplayers credit.
No, here's why. Here's why. I played Metal Gear Solid 3 for the first time 2 years ago, and I threw the eye patch on for about a week. They just like me for real. I want to be big balls.
That's crazy. I'm playing that right now. I'm at
Yeah.
the end, and he just got the iPad.
Yeah.
And I took a screenshot because, my God.
I want to be big balls too.
I see
I
him
feel
in the game. He has no headband or eye patch.
You went out in public wearing an eye patch?
For the funsies?
no, only in the crib.
Okay.
Well, that don't count then.
That
You
does
should've
count.
No, it doesn't.
Yes,
You got to
it
leave the
does.
house.
I played Metal
I
Gear
know where you're
Solid
coming
4
from,
with the
though.
eye patch on.
Let me tell you, when Final Fantasy 15 came out, that was the first time I dyed my hair. I dyed my hair the dark twilight blue. I wanted to look like Noctis. I had to I'm like, I want to look like an anime boy. It was sweet.
Okay.
It was fun.
Well, I gave one away, actually.
Okay.
Any boys? Any boys?
I'll take 3. 3 is good.
Hurry on up with this alcohol chit chat. They're debating over beers.
You
over
can
here,
give me the
counting
third one.
beers.
I'll take the third one.
Here, I'll take
What the fuck is with all this canned seltzer rigmarole, man? Just pick a drink.
Poindexter.
Now, Stephen A., I went to my barber and he fondled my earlobe. And I had to ask when he was fading me up, why does he always put Big Perk through this homosexual rigmarole? I mean, I know it's Sunday, but it ain't any given Sunday. The cat's out of the bag.
How far will you
It's
let?
not any given Sunday.
How far will you let your barber go to give you the best cut of your life?
Who out there playing the new?
You can't
Will you
bite
let
my
him
lip.
fondle the ear? Oh,
No.
You wait. Hold on. Bite your lip?
Because that's the one you see, like, the most famous meme is the guy who bites his client's lip.
Oh my god! I
Yeah.
haven't seen that. No.
And then he went back for a return bite like 2 years later
Must
on the
have been
same
good.
guy. I know you guys know, if you've ever seen that meme, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's like this Sean Kingston looking motherfucker. His big bottom lip gets bit by
Oh my
his
god!
barber.
The barber bit his lip.
And then he just like is smacking at him. He's like pissed. He's so
Well, I see
mad.
them nude cuts. You know what I mean? Nude cuts.
Yes.
100 down.
Nude cut is
Fully
crazy.
nude cut. Can we do like a double nude cut? You know what I mean? You get like, I hate when you go to get your hair cut and you got all them loose hairs on your clothes and shit like that. Man, just let me get butt naked and cut my hair. And give me a shower in the barber shop. You know what I mean? I want a locker room in the barber shop. Just strip me down, cut my hair up, and I can take a shower right there. Then you're really fresh. You know
Let me
what I
get
mean?
a shower and a bubble bath.
The haircut
Well,
doesn't
'cause
count for
the
like 2
haircut-
days.
The haircut, though, when you leave the barber, they usually put product in it. And then when you shower that night or the next day, your shit don't look the same.
What soft-handed, liberal licking barbershop you going to with product in the hair? What do you mean? What do you mean product?
I don't know
what kind of product. Horse cum? They putting horse cum in your hair, son?
Elmer's horse cum.
La-dee-da, they're putting snowflake pomade in his hair.
They knew what they were doing, putting a cow on the Elmer's logo.
You know, it's like the people.
They knew what they were doing.
The people with the rockabilly swag, like the dudes with the rockabilly
They'll
swag.
give you a good haircut. And listen,
No, but they're keeping the pomade businesses in business.
Oh my God, yeah.
There's fucking 15 pounds of pomade on their hair, shiny like a motherfucker. All these, and they're also keeping traditional American tattoo artists in business as well.
You know what? I have something to say
because everybody
about
wants
that.
fucking anime sleeves and Gyarados on their asshole.
Listen, we've seen enough.
I'm the asshole.
I'm the asshole.
My face just lit up.
We've seen enough Sailor Jerry.
Wait,
Panthers.
I'm picturing what part of Gyarados is the asshole
The
itself?
tail.
The mouth?
The tail.
The tail.
Yeah, it's like a tramp stamp from the middle of the back to the asshole.
But tell me why
Sounds like a
Starmie
fucking
makes
Gyarados.
more sense for the asshole.
Oh.
Starmie with the asshole?
Matching
Chocolate
Your asshole's the
starfish.
jewel?
Matching Staryu and Starmie asshole tattoos.
I need that.
Bae, if you're not trying to get like this, you're not Bae.
Now, if she makes you be Staryu, the first evolution, that's saying something about the relationship.
you're a subordinate.
She's got to get the purple one.
Yeah.
Because you're the second evolution. I
Yes.
bring the money in this
Yes,
house.
yes.
I want the better
Whoever
asshole
brings more
tattoo.
bread gets to Starmie.
Listen, I run this house. I need the better asshole tattoo. That's just it. Okay?
Could you imagine? You remember Batista's like
The belly
button,
the star
like
on the belly
compass?
button.
Yeah.
The fucking
Could you imagine that on a booty hole?
that Jersey Store ash tattoo? I feel like I've seen
Batista's belly button tattoo on a booty hole would be crazy.
it. I'm looking at a Fred Durst tour lineup. It's Limp Bizkit, Riff Raff, and Bones. It sounds like an awesome show. Producer.
They need to tell Riff Raff to stay home.
Isn't
And Corey
Bones like
Feldman.
a SoundCloud rapper?
Yeah, but he's good. He's like a sick underground rapper.
When I first grew my mustache,
He's from Michigan,
I heard
I
people
believe.
tell me that I was like, "Oh, you're like
Bones is from Michigan, I believe. He's from like some like buttfuck nowhere, Michigan too. Like he's sick. He's sick. Shout out to Bones.
Well, but him with
Come
who,
on the pod.
who was the Limp Bizkit?
Limp Bizkit. Bones
That doesn't make sense.
Bones came up in like that No Jumper underground SoundCloud. It was like Bones, Xavier Wolf, and Eddie Baker.
Okay.
And Xavier Wolf is canceled for beating his girlfriend, which
Oh,
like every
no.
underground rapper in the world has done.
Right. He's
But-
fine.
What
He
did
had that
she-
one album
what
last
did-
summer.
What
that
did
we
she
really
do
liked.
to provoke that beating?
Probably.
Oh my God!
That's not the question.
We
I'm
are
gonna
not doing
ask
that.
her.
We are not doing that. We are not
No,
doing
we're
that.
not doing that.
No.
Xavier Wolf's music.
What was
ain't
she
good-
wearing
listen,
to get raped?
Xavier,
Face
when
that.
Barstool
Xavier
wants
Wolf's
to give
music
us
is
money-
not good enough to ask what did she do.
Oh, I like some of his.
You got to be
I
like
was
Michael
bummed out.
Jackson or
No,
like
he had
Stevie
a cool
Wonder.
mixtape last
I
summer.
was
That's what
bummed
he
out.
had.
Yeah.
know?
You got to be like Stevie Wonder to get away with beating your wife.
Yeah, Michael Jackson.
You got to be out
Michael
cold.
Ja-
You
yeah,
got to
yeah.
be out
You
cold.
don't even have to be out
Oh, is that a
cold.
prelude to the Out Cold Awards?
I'm so excited
You
for
don't
the
even,
Out Cold
you don't even have
Awards
to be out
When
cold.
is the Out
Guys,
Cold
hold on.
Awards?
December
You guys, have you
Why
guys
is it December?
because it's cold.
have you guys seen what they've been doing?
That's the end of the year.
Guys, have you seen what they've been doing?
Them? They?
Have you seen what they've been trying to do?
You what? Who?
Dude, they're trying to cancel Eminem.
Oh God.
They're trying to cancel
No.
Eminem. They're trying to cancel Eminem.
I know they are.
They're trying to cancel Eminem, guys. What the
They
fuck?
are. They're trying to
dude,
cancel him.
Gen
Gen Z,
fuck
millennials,
you, dude.
Gen
You're trying to
X.
cancel, bro. Suck my fucking.
The
dick.
boomers. The boomers wanted to cancel Eminem when I was fucking in diapers.
Canceling
I
is
mean,
not- Canceling is not real. It's not real.
no, nobody gives a fuck about Eminem.
This is not black
The
mirror.
only reason, I mean, he's got so much money and marketing ability in the industry. That's the only reason people even know that he's making.
I feel like
music.
this-
That's the only reason people even know.
I just get all these trailer park guys on my like feed right now. You know what I mean?
yeah, no,
And
no.
it's like they're just like, yo, they're trying to cancel. No one's trying to. You want to know why? Because Eminem's music isn't good anymore, and no one's listening to it, so it's irrelevant.
You'd be. It's actually fucked up. I don't know if it's radio. What is it? Machine plays, spam play. I don't know because people apparently are listening to him. He's breaking records right now, and I don't understand.
Really?
I don't. Yes, and I'm like, I didn't even listen to it. Like I grew up on
Me
Eminem.
neither, son.
Like if you're from
too.
Michigan, especially if you're from Metro Detroit or Detroit, like Eminem like is synonymous with like
When
know,
you're a
and
kid-
you're our age. You're our age.
When
I
you're a
mean.
kid growing up around here, you're a white kid growing
Like,
up around here.
you were
Eminem's
a
like
kid
the
in the early
coolest guy in the
2000s.
world.
Like you were literally a kid in the early 2000s.
A kid in the
late
early
90s.
2000s, there was like not a cooler person in the world than fucking. It was like Allen Iverson and Eminem were the coolest kids
Like-
in the guys in the world.
Literally.
When he came out with My Band, that was like the peak.
It was huge. I was on
love that
AOL.
song.
Yeah.
I was
I
literally
do.
on AOL on my computer
These chicks on Tinder can't even show me a band.
Hey,
but they want to go in public and hold my hand. Hey.
But they can't even show a goddamn band.
A band. And
the lead singer of Tinder, and I want to fuck all these bitches.
I'm not paying for a super like, and I'm not gonna pay for the platinum. My salsa, hey. My salsa.
Yeah, D12.
That was hard.
D12, come on the podcast.
Eminem was doing something back then. Like,
he was good back then.
And apparently
this is just old Eminem trying to be young again.
From what I've heard,
I'm not a fan.
I haven't listened to it, so I can't even speak on it really. But I've
wanna
heard that
reach
the
out
song,
and grab you.
Death to Slim Shady is like a concept of like, okay, this couldn't work today. Here's why.
They play that fucking song at the skating rink.
Yeah, that's the thing.
At the white dominated rinks. Yeah.
So even if it's a concept album and there's something like in there, it's the fucking trashy skater fucking the people probably 2 miles away from where we're recording this in Joe Rogan's basement.
Trailer park.
It's coworker music.
It's coworker fucking music.
Washing down OxyContin with a Mountain Dew you bought with a fucking food stamp. That is what it is. Yeah.
So
bottle return money.
We know what coworker music is and what qualifies it, but what is a coworker lunch? Is it a mid-ass lunch?
No,
or is it like an exquisite lunch?
Sandwiches.
It could be anything.
No, coworker lunch is normal.
I think
coworker lunch is a decent lunch.
I think it's a 6 out of 10 lunch.
Yeah.
You know what?
Bologna sandwich, some
it's
chips.
It's a Wednesday.
Yeah.
It's a Wednesday, and you spent all your money last week.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna expose nobody.
Bologna
here.
sandwich, chips.
I'm not gonna expose nobody
apple.
here. I have the most coworkers. From my day job, I see plenty of people bring in their lunch. There's no such thing as a coworker lunch. A lot of people bring in respectable stuff, except for this one chick who was there for like 1 month at my
Stephen
job.
A. kicked out a little bit there.
Who brought in? I saw her eating
this no good heifer bringing in.
I don't know. I never learned her name. She was there for like 3 weeks. I don't really like. Anyways, I saw her. We have 2 microwaves. We have an air fryer. We have a toaster oven. We have a dishwasher. We have silverware. We have bowls. We have cups. We have mugs. We have Keurigs. We have everything you could need to make a meal if you really wanted to. And our 2 break rooms, fully stocked kitchen, everything you need. This woman was eating cold soup out of the can. Like a homeless person.
Was she hot?
Put in a bowl. Do you think she was hot?
We could talk about something else.
Do you think she was hot? First
cold
of all,
soup? Was
first
it
of all-
Campbell's? Was it
What kind? Was
Progresso?
it chunky? Was it chunky?
First of all, y'all never. It was not. She was not hot. No.
Was it chunky?
Honestly,
Was she hot? Would you fuck it?
listen. Hot girls at work get their food door dashed.
Yeah.
If you're a hot girl with a job, you usually get your food door dashed.
Hot people usually don't have a good sense of money, so they just piss it away.
But she wasn't hot. No.
You know,
it doesn't
that
matter.
would explain why I'm in crippling debt.
Even if she was hot. Even if she was hot, dude. Anya Taylor-Joy could be eating cold soup out of a can, and I'd still be like, "Oh, what the fuck are you doing? There's a microwave right there." She's looking at the microwave, eating cold soup out of a can like a homeless person.
Well, what is there bowls in the break room?
There's
you
bowls.
can't put an aluminum in the.
There are
microwave.
bowls. There's
I've
bowls.
got bowls.
There's bowls. There's plates. There's
in
spoons.
different
There's forks.
area codes.
Dishwashers.
Was she drinking it like a drink?
She was not sipping. Oh, I would have blew my top.
Was
if
she
this
necking
happened.
the can? Was she?
No, she was just eating that shit like a bum. You know, just holding that shit, just eating it, scooping it into her mouth, just eating cold soup straight from the can.
Did
It
she
was
ask you for
Campbell's
a ride
chunky.
home?
She didn't ask me for a ride home.
Okay.
No.
Did she ask
She
to
didn't ask
borrow?
me. She didn't ask me for money. She didn't ask me for a cigarette. She didn't ask me for nothing.
Lighter, nothing.
I just started eating cold soup, and it was very bizarre to me. No lighter, no nothing.
We should have picked up that girl we saw.
I guess that's a
today.
coworker
We
lunch.
should-
That
girl,
old lady in the street.
girl is a stretch.
We saw a tweaker today.
We should have picked her up
Lady
as a
on
guest.
meth is dancing in
I think-
the street.
Yeah, let us know
I
if
don't
you
think
want us
she
to
would have
pick up a
lasted 20
vagrant.
minutes
Cheek to
before
cheek.
like taking something or asking for something.
You are not bringing a vagrant off the street into Joe Rogan's basement.
Well, the gnome's off. This
Maybe
week,
at Bobby
so.
Altov's.
Definitely a Bobby Altov's.
There's
Because
not
the police are more apt
Problem
to
is,
respond.
Joe
over
Rogan's
by
basement.
Bobby's, there's not a lot of tweakers.
There's not a lot of tweakers. We
can
are in a
find
tweaker heavy area right now.
We'll pick one up.
Shout out to
5
the
miles
tweakers.
out.
Bobby's
Tweak
place
hour.
has a decent pool. I want us to go there for the day. We'll get some noons.
I guess.
Are y'all not pool people?
Oh,
I
I'm
love
totally a
swimming.
pool person.
I think
First
Mr.
of all,
Hands-
I
I'm
would
a
love-
water sign.
I know that water parks are gross, but can we please go?
No.
Do you want to go to the one?
I'll
rather
go.
go- I'd
I'll
rather-
suspend,
I'll go.
I'll suspend my
I'll go.
belief in reality.
If you
I'll
get
go.
fucked up enough, will you grill?
If we go to a lake, I will grill.
Wait.
Yes,
Don't they
Red
have
Oaks.
grills over there?
Yeah,
Red
Yes.
Oaks?
we there. We there.
Red
Can we
Oaks.
bring your brother and your nephew?
I used to work around there.
Oh, that's
They
a lot,
love
though. That's
they
a lot.
love water parks.
Yeah,
Will that make you go?
we'll see.
Let's go.
We'll see.
I want to go.
Had
I'm with
to,
you.
got
I'm
to,
with you.
must podcast field trip, the water park.
The
We'll
water
give you a
park,
recap.
and then
Lazy
we
River.
all do the podcast from the hospital because we're gonna need it
We got
from the
MRSA.
sepsis
When
and
you're a kid,
MRSA.
when you're a kid,
We're gonna get.
you're right. We
A
could get sick.
ringworm.
I can't believe
I'm
I
putting a
watched,
Snickers bar in the lazy river.
Austin, I know you weren't big on South Park, but when I watched that episode of South Park, when the whole water park, it's all about piss. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, you piss in the shower. The episode starts. He's like, you all piss in the shower, and they're like, hell yeah, I piss in the shower. I'm not gonna piss when the water starts running. I start having to piss, and I'm not gonna just go to I'm not gonna get out of the shower to go pee in the. And then they go to the water park. I'm telling you, imagine Red Oaks, the whole thing
Full of piss.
piss everywhere, and they're like, they're getting screaming,
I-
going down the water slide, it's like piss everywhere.
Listen,
I'm like, ever since I saw that, I haven't thought of it the same.
listen.
I've
I don't
gone
pee.
If
twice.
the chlorine
I don't pee
doesn't
at
burn
water
your
parks.
eyes when you walk up to the pool,
The urine will.
It's best to not go in that pool.
Listen, I don't pee at
that
water
can't
parks.
be true.
For public, it is.
But whose pool is burning your eyes
If
when
you don't
walk
go,
there?
when you go to Kalahari and Great Wolf Lodge,
Yeah.
if it doesn't burn your eyes,
Yeah,
do not get
Kalahari
in there.
crazy.
I
do
will say
not
this.
get in
I
there.
will say this. I went to, what's that Michigan city with they're all German, they're all old school German. Frankenmuth. We went.
Frankenmuth,
We went there, you know,
yeah.
it's January. It's
Come
fucking
get some
negative.
fudge and some chicken,
Yeah.
yeah.
We went there as a family. It's like
Little
negative fucking
Bavaria,
10.
yeah.
We went to the indoor water park. Day 1, my sister got sick. Day 3, my brother gets sick. I never got sick,
Okay.
but there is a baby in their diaper in that bitch. I think indoor water park. I think indoor water park for whatever reason. I think indoor is more.
Baby
gross.
made
need
the
the sun to
poo-poo in
kill
the
the
diaper in the
germs.
pool,
I don't know why
yeah.
I feel this way, but the indoor is more gross. I don't know
Listen.
why. Maybe because it's like flu season. It's like January.
Indoor is pretty flagrant.
Do y'all
And
have
then you got
so?
this kid in a diaper. You're a bad parent.
Do y'all
I'm
have so
sorry.
little faith in humanity? Because I don't pee when I go to the water park. Do you
I
think
don't either.
everyone in
No.
there just pissing?
I don't
I
pee.
have.
You're
That's-
nasty.
You are what made me real. People, I've
course you
lost
did.
faith in humanity.
I know if I have, they definitely
Yeah,
have.
because
Mr.
They must
Nut-
be 1 in 5. 1 in 5. What are we? 5?
Mr. Nut in my boxers over here. Of course you peed at the water park.
I've seen
Listen,
another person.
I've never
here.
nutted in the pool. I've nutted in my own
No.
draws.
I've nutted in the hot tub.
That's nice. By yourself?
crazy.
Was there a girl
I was
involved?
discovering masturbation
That is crazy.
at the pool.
Ew.
You know,
some
when you're
nasty work.
When you're 9, you'll do anything.
Freak
Yo,
hour.
jerking off at 9 years old.
I don't know. Maybe I was 11. I don't
Was
know.
there a jet involved?
It was.
There was a jet involved.
Oh
There was a jet
man, I think I was 10 or 11. 9 is
was
crazy.
Was it a public one or was it someone's private?
It was. It was.
Busting a
it
nut as
wasn't
a
public.
single-digit age.
It was at
is
someone's
crazy.
household.
No.
Was it like your grandma's? It was a family member or something?
It wasn't public, but it wasn't. It wasn't.
Where were
Private.
you? Where were you?
Man.
You need.
It wasn't
I was
private.
in
We
He
said
needs
Florida.
to be
we
jailed.
was at a hotel.
It was like a retirement community.
Busted a nut
type
at
thing.
Disney
This
World's
man will-
You
retirement.
had to be
community.
65, or you had to be 55 or older to live there.
Man was getting a prostate massage from the jets in the
I didn't say
jacuzzi
prostate.
in
I
a
didn't
retirement
say it was
community.
on my butt.
That's what you said. You said there was a jet involved.
There was a jet involved.
Yeah, of course.
Why does it have to be
real-
my butt?
Real quick,
Because I know you.
real quick, I would like to apologize to our German listeners for my
One German listener.
no, our 2 German listeners actually.
Apparently, we got Australia.
Yeah.
Who's the Israeli listener is what I want to know. Who's listening in
We
Israel?
on your
relax.
ass, buddy.
Free Palestine.
We
buddy.
on your ass. They just passed something today where the occupancy needs to stop, but it can't be enforced. Like, it was this whole thing. You're not really hearing about it. Anyways, to our 2 German listeners, I would like to apologize for my "oh yeah" impression because that's not how you guys sound.
When
you
was
guys, I was doing it like 5 minutes ago when we mentioned Frank.
That's
Oh
Frankenmuth.
yeah,
Yeah, my
little
bad.
Bavaria, come get some chicken and some
That's-
beer.
The
Yeah.
Zendes chicken tenders.
Oh yeah, come get a picture with the chicken. Yeah.
It's like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Arnold is Austrian.
He's Austrian, but you know,
Same shit.
everybody. Yeah.
Here's my impression of a German.
If you're Austrian or Hungarian, you're looked at as a German, I feel like.
Hungary.
Because it used to be Austria-Hungary.
Oh.
And then
Here's my German impression. Hey, guys, look, it's fascism. Where?
Shout out fascism.
Let Hitler just smooth talk.
That was for the New Yorker readers of the podcast.
We got a couple. It shows us on Buzzsprout who's the New Yorker readers.
So we got 2 listeners from Australia. 2 listeners from Australia, 2 from Canada.
Sup, mate?
Yep. We fuck with the Aussies. We fuck with you shit cunts. We love y'all.
When I was little, when I was 8, I always told everybody,
I want to
go to Australia.
If you're any of the Australian listeners, you're listening to this right now, please fucking text us. Please text us.
Please. We need international fan mail.
They should.
They're going to get charged extra.
If you can't,
it's worth it.
Message us on TikTok. Message us on Instagram.
Figure it out. We'll figure it out.
We would love to hear from you guys,
We have YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Message us there.
Bulgaria and Croatia.
I'm not going to
lie.
We
got 1.
I feel like white trash America and Australia have so much in common. I feel like our white trash cultures are like intertwined. Like they have the same like cigarette smoking blue collar workers we do. They're prisoners.
Yeah. It was English prisoners, and then they just said, "Fuck that, we're taking over." And you know what they did? They created a new continent, not a country, a continent.
A continent, man.
It's big as fuck.
It's the only continent that is also just a country.
That'll be the pod
and an island.
That'll be the
a fucking island.
That'll be the We Made It podcast trip. We go to Australia.
It's so cool how like I know this sounds fucked up and I'm like I sound like I'm being disingenuous, but almost all of it is uninhabitable. Like almost everybody lives in like 2 cities on the coast.
It's like Texas.
And then there's like one that's like kind of in the outback. I just think it's so cool. I always loved Kangaroo Jack. Big fan.
Whole other side of the
big
world,
fan
man.
Of Kangaroo Jack.
Yeah, big
Ty
fan.
the Tasmanian Tiger. I'm digging deep now. I know about Billabongs. I know about Struth.
Shout out to Billabong.
I know about Struth. Okay. Shout out Australia.
Shout out to the 2 Australian listeners.
Sydney.
Unless they're just on a VPN and they're really
Melbourne.
just down the street.
Shout out to all y'all.
Except
the lads. Do you guys know about the lads of Australia?
You taught me about
the lads. So if you look
met
up
them through Xbox.
Yes. So I was playing GTA 5 fucking almost 10 years ago.
Oh my god.
You know, and this game is still out, still being played. But anyways, I met 2 Australian guys. One of them this is where I learned the term shit cunt. And you say that to your friend, you know. What's up, shit cunt? Your dog mate, you know?
Yeah.
So we're playing with them, and he introduces me to these kids called the lads. And they, like, wear bright clothing, TNs, which are, like, trainers, you know, like...
So they're just like middle schoolers?
Kind of.
Nike highlighters? Like
Nike highlighters and tech fleeces, and they wear, like, dad Nikes, like TN Air Maxes. Like,
okay, I know which ones you mean.
Yeah. So... These are the kids who are carrying around pocket knives, and they will stab you for everything in your pocket if you don't give it to them. They're just badass little kids.
These are the Australian roadmen?
Yes, yes. They're fucking badass little kids. Little lads. They call them the lads. And they listen to Cursor religiously.
Oh, and I know recently we'd like to address something. I believe the internet was in a frenzy very recently about finding out Rosa Parks' husband had a car. Well, we have some more shocking news to announce here if you guys aren't aware. You remember the Everest College commercials? You're sitting on the couch watching TV, and your life is passing you by. Play it. Play the commercial.
You're sitting on the couch, you're watching TV, and your life is passing you by. You keep procrastinating over and over. Well, maybe I'll go to school next year, maybe next semester. No, do it right now. They'll work with you after work, or you can go before work. You can do whatever you need to do to graduate. Go talk to somebody right now. They out to help you. You spend all day on the phone anyhow. Why don't you make a phone call that's going to help you in your future? All you got to do is pick up the phone and make the call. Why are you making it complicated?
It's easy.
First of all, he was ahead of his time because people weren't on the phone like they are now.
Yeah.
People were. When he said that, I'm like, what do you mean people are on the phone?
So
because
these were,
smartphones weren't even around in this.
This was a commercial like 15 years ago. You'd be like watching anything. They had this commercial on for years, and there'd just be this guy in a parking lot at night. He'd be yelling at you like, "Yo, what the fuck are you doing? Go to school, get a degree." And you'd be 11 years old sitting on the couch like, what, I'm such a
just
fucking loser.
Watching
I know.
Maury.
I gotta go to Everest.
You're
man.
watching Maury or Jerry Springer, and he's like, "Don't do it right now."
And the guy in this Everest commercial, and he's like, "Fuck, man, I'm gonna turn this shit off right now. I'm gonna go to Everest.com and apply."
Can you believe?
I wasn't done with 6th grade yet.
Can you believe that this man has the nerve to be the poster boy for Everest College, and he himself not only didn't go to Everest College, I don't even think he finished high school.
He didn't go to any college. He said he didn't go to any college, not a single credit.
Boo.
Not nothing. See, this is why the country's going to shit. Guys like this are telling you to go to school, and he don't even go to school. You know what? This is what happens when you don't believe in anything, okay? A girl says, you gotta spit on some penis, and it goes viral for 2 weeks. This is what happens when the country and its people don't believe in anything. The Everest College guy doesn't go to college. Man, there's not even any hope for me. You want me to have children in a country like this? The Everest College guy is fucking lying to me.
Yeah,
Who else is lying to me?
I looked him up just to say like his name instead of Everest College guy. Everest College guy is better than his actual name because his name's like Ednut Rebuin.
Ednut?
Ednut?
I mean, you go ahead and
Ed
I'm
Nut?
gonna highlight it so you guys can read it.
Hold on.
What do you guys make of this?
Ednut.
Ednut. It is Ednut. It's capital
Ednut.
E-D, capital N-U-T.
U-T.
That's the first name. Then R-A-B-O-U-I-N.
What is that? Rebuin.
Ednut Rebuin.
That's trash.
If you say it quick, it sounds
Also,
nice.
but
Ednut
also,
Rebuin.
are we at this point? We found that out because the Everest College guy was on a podcast. Have we reached an all-time? Now, granted, the irony in this is that we're on a podcast, but have we reached an all-time new low for content? Is that it's like, okay, you remember that guy in those go-to-school commercials? Let's get him on a podcast to interview him. What the fuck are you going to
This
talk
is even
about for an
funnier.
hour?
I looked up an article from this year. What he said was, yo, because WorldStar, shout out WorldStar, is who...
Hey, it was probably a banner notification.
WorldStar is who made the viral article about... What he said was...
So it's more than a video site. It's a news site.
It is. I think they have hired journalists, quote unquote. Here's an article.
Shit.
That article was 2022. Here's an article around right now I'm reading from 2024, this year. It says, quote from Ednut, hell nah. Hey, if I had attended Everest College, I couldn't have gotten paid for none of their commercials. So what he said was, yo, WorldStar, y'all need to calm down for real. I never said I never went to college. I said I never went to Everest College. I did like 3 semesters at Phoenix College.
University of Phoenix?
Phoenix!
The competitor?
The other commercial college.
Wow.
This is a huge
No
news.
way.
We thought we were breaking news. Here's really broken news.
Pretty sure Phoenix is uncredited. It's phony.
Wow.
I think so is Everest.
Wow.
This is
He
like that
went to
fake
the
college from
other
that
one.
movie with the dodgeball guy. Rejected or
What
accepted.
the fuck?
Do you think that
He
education-
continued. Y'all get your facts straight. The headline, Everest College guy said he never went to college. That's bullshit. I went to college, all right? Fuck around. You're going to hear from my lawyers. Oh, my God.
Oh.
Defamation.
Oh, my God. You know what I'm saying? I'm just kidding. I ain't got no lawyers. But I'm just saying, man, calm down. You're sitting on the phone anyway. Better pick up the phone. Fucking call Phoenix, bitch.
Who wasn't doing shit anyways? It was you.
Everest
Ednut.
College guy,
He
don't
got-
sue us.
listen,
Don't
no,
sue
no.
us. We're
Shout
sorry
out,
you say you
shout
didn't go
out
there.
Everest College
Ednut,
guy.
we
He
can-
was being an actor. He was getting that money.
Ednut, we could run the fade. If I see you, we
better
could run the
version
fade.
was the Black Jesus guy, the guy who played Lamar
Yeah.
in GTA 5.
You ain't doing shit.
Going back to GTA 5.
You dirty as hell.
I see you sitting on the couch about to roll up that big old ball of nasty ass, sticky ass, stimmy ass street ball. Ugh, that shit is weak. Watching Maury Povich. Hey, was bring me the thought. Bitch,
So he knew we were watching Maury,
Yeah.
Maury when the Everest College. That was funny. Shout out Lamar. I don't know what his real name is, but he pulled a burner out.
Silk Johnson.
Yeah.
Silk Johnson pulled out a burner at the
He said he upped the blower on the crowd.
He got banned. He got banned from the Comedy Store in Los Angeles.
Comedy
a
Store.
famous
For pulling out
comedy
the
club
blower.
because he pointed a gun at the crowd.
So you want to ask about who had to is who we are? That's the kind of guy I'd rather be. I'd rather be Silk Johnson than
Then
a
fucking
Everest
Ed
College,
Nut.
than a real or Ed Nut or a real comic. He's a real one. He got banned from one of the most prominent places because he pulled the burner out.
Like
and he posted it on Throwback Thursday.
Yeah. When I upped the blower
He said,
on
remember
the
that time I
comedy
upped the blower? He says old ass 2008 footage.
You could argue it's like the most important comedy club in the country.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Fuck it, I'm pulling a gun out on the crowd for
my
the sake of a
God.
joke." Shout out to you, Slink Johnson. Come on the podcast,
Legend.
bro.
Was it
You're a
Silk or
legend.
Slink?
Silk.
I'm sorry I called you Slink. Silk Johnson is Black
Slink.
Jesus.
We did a Slink impression last week.
Also, Lamar in Grand Theft Auto 5.
Going
Absolute
to
fucking
That
icon.
yee ass haircut.
going to
Get some bitches on your dick. We're not gonna say it. You wish. You thought you'd catch us slipping.
We
No.
need a
Fella.
fancy bleep. Fella. A bleep that sounds like that.
so going to spokesmen that live their products. Rest in peace to Billy Mays, because you think he never used OxyClean? Bullshit.
He died from using too much. Actually.
You know, he died from the metal materials.
OxyClean.
He died from the metal materials that the slider station was made out of, because I had the Billy
Big
Mays
shitty
slider
sliders?
station. I had the big city slider station, and when you pressed them, it left like a metallic film on the first batch.
Flavor.
I'm like, they're trying to kill people with this shit.
I love those sliders. I saw that Billy Mays advertised those on an infomercial, and
the fast and easy way to make 5 or 6 sliders for your unappreciative, fucked up family. Your wife is fucking Tyrone next door, and you need to make dinner in 20 minutes before she gets home, or she's gonna take the kids. You don't need a damn cabinet full of cleaners. Are you shitting me?
Got 4 hungry bitch-ass kids, long day at work, just throw some fucking taco meat in this shitty little pan, throw it on a bun.
Give it a squish, cook it on both sides, and there you go.
And drop it to them in front of their fucking stupid little kid faces like dogs in a kettle and watch them eat that shit up.
And that was us as kids. Like, I asked my parents to get that because I wanted those sliders.
The Betty Crocker baking pan.
That was a Christmas gift for me.
I didn't know
how to make them. I just told them to
I was obsessed with Billy Mays when I was a kid. I'm not going to lie. There was like, for probably about 3 years, from the ages of 13 to 16, I say this with 100% sincerity, I wanted to be a guy like Billy Mays. If you put a gun in my head and said, "What's your dream job?" I wanted to be an infomercial guy.
You'd be so good.
I wanted to do that so bad. I still really would love to do
you remember that infomercial guy that fell like hard as fuck on TV?
Yes.
God.
What did he do? He like,
I want to give you a kiss, mwah, and then he slides and falls.
Yeah, that was funny. Infomercials is a lost art.
There's a lot of people falling on infomercials.
There's only been 3 infomercial guys to do it right. Well, maybe 4. But the 4th will be an honorable mention. Do you guys remember the Gazelle? It was like a workout machine. It was like some buff blonde guy with a big ponytail. He was like, "You can talk like..." He was like Richard Simmons, but straight, I guess. But I don't even know his name, so fuck him. But it's been 3 people. Billy Mays, the GOAT, the best there was, the best there is, the best that ever will be, the Bret Hart of this shit. And then there's also Anthony Sullivan here, who was Billy Mays' boy. They had a show together where they would like pitch. It was like Shark Tank for infomercial products, and be like, "Yo, give us your stupid idea," and Billy Mays make a fucking commercial with Anthony Sullivan, who then went on to advertise OxyClean. And then there was Vince Offer, who had a very brief run. Okay, Vince Offer was the ShamWow guy, for those who are familiar, and then also the Slapshot guy.
That
guy, love my nuts, bam, bam, bam.
That
and then
guy bit a hooker's tongue.
Yeah, then he fucked up a hooker, and then like you never saw him on commercials again.
Shit out of her
He bit
tongue.
out her tongue so bad that he went to prison. Yeah, that guy, I didn't like him. He was a shyster.
Yeah.
We are halfway. We are at Smoke Time.
alrighty.
Now that we're back at Joe Rogan.
Flair briefly brought up the Betty Crocker bacon seal or whatever. Yeah. Have you guys ever had a Baked Alaska and Baked Alaska?
I've had one.
I've never had Baked Alaska.
I have.
What is
we went to
It's
camp.
delicious.
It's like some kind of cake.
It's fucking awesome.
It's an ice cream cake and a pie. It's like a meringue pie that you light on fire, put in the oven. And it's very tasty. So they like caramelize the meringue on there. And it's like crispy and crunchy.
Shout out
very
Flair.
nice.
He knows the recipes.
I am a culinary school dropout. That's not a lie.
That's true. And he's still 19.
And Baked Alaska.
I went to camp in Gaylord. It was a Christian camp.
Pause.
Yeah, I did 2 weeks there, 2 summers. It's like an hour away. I think 45 minutes.
that was much
And
I got compromised.
no, I didn't. I was the compromiser. I stole somebody's clothes there, and I got caught. And it taught me a lot about stealing.
What'd you steal?
This guy had these Nike. He was a counselor. He was like a college student, and I'm like, I don't know, 11, maybe 13.
Yeah.
And he's like, he had the Freddy Krueger Nike SBs.
No, he did not. Those
You know what I'm talking about?
So expensive.
They're
$1 bajillion.
Now I can't imagine. You know me, I would have ruined them. I would have skated them.
If they weren't fakes.
And I tried stealing.
That was
them.
before sneaker culture.
I
Was
tried
like
stealing
sneaker
that.
Culture.
I tried stealing some other shit he had, and like, I wasn't supposed to be at the cabin one day, and I'm up there to steal. and somebody ratted on me, and he caught me. He told me, he's like, "Man, I got you got caught, and I should call the police, but I'm not." And
Good dude.
I could have gotten out of trouble. I went home scot-free, got no trouble.
How old were you?
Like I said, about 11 or 13 in that area. And I haven't stolen anything since then. No, I lied. I took Xanax and stole $50 out of that girl's purse one time. It was like, when you're on Xanax, it's almost like the money's spilling out of the purse. The way I looked at it was the money was spilling. The money was like come grab me, Nick. Come grab me, Slims. Come grab me. The money was spilling out like, hey, come on. It was like pinching its own nipples. It had money nipples, and it was like, come grab me.
Xanax is like Xanax is like zero filter. Is what it's basically a Xanax.
It's horrible. It brings you back. If your brain is the id, if your psychology is the id, the ego, and the superego, it inhibits the latter two. It's just your id. It's just like I want to fucking steal.
Mm-hmm. Touch stuff.
Whatever. So anyway, long story short, shout out to that guy. I can't remember his name, but I never stole again. Like I used to steal.
That's a lie.
Stealing is wrong.
That's a lie. You stole the 8th grade trip money for a skateboard.
First of all, that was after.
Oh my god.
But,
Oh my god.
You're horrible.
You said you were 11.
The 8th grade trip
was after. You said I never stole again. So 3 years later, you got the pilfering again.
I stole the eighth grade trip.
Get it right
when
now.
I was 12, because I was 12 in 8th grade.
Huh? No, we're 13 to 14. Yeah. He over here acting like he skipped a grade and shit.
No.
Did you
steal
steal money from a Catholic school?
I did, and I got banned.
You're going to hell.
I wasn't allowed on the
To the FBI listening,
I will see you there.
the statute of limitations is gone.
No. I was 13.
For the record,
I was 13 in 8th grade. At that summer camp, I was either 13 or 14.
So the SBs were after the 8th grade trip.
I was 12 or 13. I wasn't 14.
So the SBs were after the trip.
Okay, let me just say I've stolen after that time. Let me just be honest. I'm over here remembering as I go.
Klepto.
I was, but let me tell you, I haven't stolen since I've been in high school.
Let me explain myself.
Since I went to high school, since 2009, 2010.
I have a pretty good story of stealing.
But hold on 1 sec.
Okay,
hold it,
all right.
Because I was gonna say.
I want to bring this up after though.
I was gonna say something. Now I don't remember.
8th grade trip.
Oh.
You said I never stole again.
And
I had to nip that in the butt.
Whether or not, I think I stole again. I think since I stole that guy's almost SBs, and I went to 8th grade and I bought a skateboard with the candy money. Then they banned. So this is what I wanted to say. I was banned from that. Every 8th grader for some reason goes to Washington D.C. This seems to be pretty common.
Couldn't go on the trip.
I was banned from the trip. They said you have to come to school, and like I just sat in on other classes and did worksheets. I didn't do shit. They didn't know what to do for me because they didn't expect this, and I actually fingered my first vagina that week. Not only
What
one,
a consolation.
not only one, but I fingered 2 girls at the same time. Mind you, I never fucked. I never got pussy. I didn't know what to do with all that. I'm a virgin. I was 13, and I fingered 2 girls at the same time. And I went to summer camp and talked about it with the counselors because they're laughing. They think this is hilarious. This kid is telling me about they fingered 2 pussies, and they thought I was funny. But I was dead ass serious. But I didn't fuck. Remember that meme? Ain't nobody ever ate no pussy and didn't fuck?
Because you were 13.
I was that meme. Ain't nobody ever fingered no pussy and didn't fuck.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to do with all that.
At the time, that's pretty common.
And I
I was
when
13,
you're that
age, fingering not fucking is common.
And I was high on hairspray. We huffed hairspray.
Oh my god.
What the fuck? You're
If a girl told me to do something, I would do it. That's where I was at.
I would still do that. Honestly.
I wouldn't do that now. I wouldn't huff
badass
hairspray now.
kid.
He's a badder
I know you
kid
are.
than I thought.
A quick story about
I was a good boy. And
The
then
pussy.
he was a good boy.
I think it was good.
It was cool. They smelled like pussies though.
What a
They didn't
bad
smell
boy.
like.
They enjoyed themselves.
is that
I think they had fun. Yeah.
your
Probably
only
still
is that
think
your
about
only
it.
threesome?
This was in the park. This was in public.
Hey, is that your only threesome?
No, I mean that's my only 2 fingering threesome. Yeah, I had an experience later. I'm not gonna bring up. But that wasn't a threesome either, though. This was honestly more than that one. This was the most I've gotten to a threesome, where I had 2 pussies in my possession.
at 13.
So
Yeah, and I
to
never even got close again.
just to bring up
That's
a
cool.
quick story of thievery.
That's cool.
Slim and I were at an undisclosed location hanging out at somebody's house, and they spilled Diet Mountain Dew on my Bordeaux 7s, my Jordans. You know,
Diet Dew.
these are a nice
Sticky.
pair of J's, you know, very
You know how
nice. They were
sticky
like
it get.
$500 at the time. But anyways, they spilled on my J's,
know how sticky
and I
it
ended up
get.
stealing her Nintendo DS Lite
Had to.
with Pokemon in it on both
Got
sides. It had Pokemon
This
Ruby.
is one of the girls. That's one of the girls in the finger sum.
That's crazy.
That's one of the
my
girls.
That's
God.
crazy. That's
I
crazy.
forgot we used to hang out with her.
Yeah, we hung out with her briefly.
And she had a bowl. I'm not even gonna say this. It's too much. Do you remember the weed bowl she had?
Yeah.
What shape it was in?
No.
It was a penis, and you refused to hit it.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I'll smoke. I don't need to smoke.
I'll smoke anything.
This is such a beautiful full circle moment.
So
as someone who was not there,
I walked out funnily, like, so she couldn't see my back pocket with the DS in it. And then her little boyfriend messaged me, "You stole her DS. You stole her." No, I ain't steal no DS. And I'm at the crib playing Soul Silver on that John.
Meanwhile, selling
that
the
was a
Soul
great
Silver,
generation.
If you sold a DS with Soul Silver in it, you'd get $200.
Now it's like, now Soul Silver itself is
Even
like
no
200.
case. If you sold both
Yeah,
of those
I didn't have a
items,
charger or anything.
I'm
but
good on this because I'm drinking.
a Nintendo DS.
We're smoking, guys.
A
You
Nintendo
can't
DS is
tell.
so much cooler when it's stolen. That's how I got my 3DS. I didn't steal it. My
it
stepbrother.
was a black DS Lite with Soul Silver and Ruby in it.
I had a black 3DS, and you know what game came with it?
What?
Pokemon X, my favorite Pokemon. All I had to do was
That's
buy
your
a
favorite?
charger. Yeah, it is. It's my favorite.
That's what I'm
it's my
saying. We
favorite
gotta
ever
play
played.
them shits.
Man.
Pokemon X
Me
is my
and
favorite
Austin
Pokemon I ever
stopped. We
played.
stopped at Gen 4, and that was
Yeah.
pushing it. Gen 4 was
Yeah,
pushing
yeah.
it.
That's
I
my
played
favorite.
Gen
Gen
8 and
3
I hated
kids.
it. I played Sword and Shield
They
and
shouldn't
hated
tell
it.
you if you're a Gen X or Gen Z. What Pokemon gen are you? That'll
Yeah,
tell
where
you
did
how
you
old
stop?
you are.
This was so
That'll
dope.
tell you how old you are.
This was so dope. My stepbrother, shout out to him. He sold me a 3DS. He like found it like in school or something like that. He was like, "Oh, I don't give a fuck about it. I'm not gonna play it." He's like, "If you want it, like I'll sell it." I'm like, "How much?" He's like, "I don't give a fuck. $10. Bought a fucking 3DS for $10 with Pokemon, like the best game on that motherfucker." And then all I had to do was buy a charger. The charger cost more than Pokemon in the 3DS, and I still have it. I was actually looking for my charger just the other day because I want to play it again because I want to play Fire Emblem.
Pokemon's interesting because, as we were talking earlier, Pokemon is in this weird middle ground between blunt mode and pause for the cause.
I know what you mean.
So we were talking
Explain
about.
blunt mode and pause for the
So
cause.
we invented blunt mode, the term, and I'm sure there's another term out there that might even supersede it. But when you're playing Red Dead Redemption 2 and you are riding your horse and you have a long way to go, hold the select or back or options button or whatever the fuck it is on your controller, and the game plays itself. Arthur rides the horse to his destination at whatever speed you choose.
They call it cinematic mode,
They
right?
call it cinematic mode, but
Sit
for
back and
guys
chill.
like us, we call that blunt mode.
Because you
Now,
can smoke a blunt.
I don't smoke like I used to. Austin and Flair still smoke like they used to.
I don't smoke like I used to.
Okay. Austin
I smoke very heavy.
Austin smokes. He's never changed. He'll still face a backwood by himself.
I face a backward before the gym, before skating, before
It's-
anything I do.
It's second nature to him.
Yes.
I am.
It's part of his diet.
I am
Yes.
Caucasian. I have a puff cone. I like to do a dab.
Right. I'll smoke
30
the bong
seconds,
in the,
baby.
But that's besides the point. Red Dead Redemption 2 has cinematic mode. It's basically
You could
blunt
throw that
mode.
on and just smoke a blunt.
You can literally throw it on. You can smoke weed, and then the game plays itself. It's great because you have to watch. You have to get there anyway. There's no fast travel at some points of the game,
Yeah.
so it's got to happen. Now, when you play 2K, a lot of you guys, I don't know if this is still popular, but when 2K13 came out,
Split screen.
splits,
Or
well, it wasn't
just
split
not
screen.
even split
It was
screen.
couch player.
Couch,
You
yeah.
would play your boy. It wasn't like my player. It
Like
wasn't
how
none
you
of-
would play back in the day.
It wasn't like none of this my court, my player, online rigmarole. It was
You're both on the couch.
it was 3 randoms and a suicide.
Yes, yes,
You would-
yes.
you guys would put random, and you guys would play like. And if you're like, I don't like the 3 selections I got out of the teams that I was
You,
chosen.
you
on
get
random,
one more random, and you have to be that
and that's
team.
the suicide.
You don't give a
Yes.
fuck if it's the Sacramento Kings, brother.
You got to play.
You're
as
playing
them.
them.
And it's funny because the Kings translates because the Kings have never been good except for like maybe last year
Recently,
they were
yeah.
all right.
They were
That's an
good when
okay
we were
team
kids,
now.
and then like 20 years later.
So anyway, I don't know. Please rate us in fan mail. Do people still play 2K like that? So when you played like that, it was pause for the cause. If you wanted to smoke weed, there was no blunt mode.
You had to pause the goddamn
You're
game.
not-
So-
and talk about how what we talked about.
So this is kind of how it would navigate. If you have the blunt on offense, you know, you're like pause for the cause. Like, hey, yo, let me pause.
you can't-
Because you're
you can't-
dictating the pace
yeah.
of the game, you know. So you pause, you hit the weed, you give it to your boy, immediately put the controller in your hand and unpause it. Even though you said pause for the cause. And then he's going to pause it, and then usually you end up pausing until the blunt is done, and then you get back to it.
And usually the guy who's sparking it, I don't know why, the guy sparking it never pauses the game.
Never.
He just and he thinks you're gonna have the common grace.
Yeah.
You don't have the common grace.
No.
I'm gonna drop a 3-pointer real quick in your face because you're
And
not even playing.
If
deep.
he's on a high tempo team too, it could get really out of hand if he's the Nuggets in 2K13 or the Knicks. If he's Carmelo Anthony and the blunt is on, Melo is apt to go for 80 when the blunt is lit. I'm telling you.
Ask these guys how many times I dropped 80, 100 player locking Carmelo Anthony on. Just
Knicks Melo was special.
in NBA 2K13. I even picked the Knicks, and I would absolutely, I swear to God, refuse to shoot the ball with anyone that was not Carmelo Anthony because 90% of the time it was wet.
He was a cheat code.
I had a
Melo.
game with Raymond Felton, point guard for the Knicks at the time. I had a half-court buzzer beater at
a full
halftime.
court.
And then at the end of the game, it was a full-court buzzer
Shot
beater.
clock cheese with Raymond
Knicks
Felton.
legend.
Raymond Felton. Now,
Knicks
2K13,
legend.
Knicks, you sub in J.R. Smith because I don't even think he was starting.
No, he wasn't. I forget who you had to bench. Or
It
maybe you
was
put
some-
Felton and then you had Jason Kidd, maybe?
No. No, I got it wrong. J.R. Smith started. It was
Shumpert.
Hardaway Jr. on the bench.
No, he wasn't there yet. He wasn't in the league
Who
yet.
was on the bench?
Shumpert.
Shumpert.
Shump was.
Oh,
And
2K13 with
they
the
might have-
animation.
No,
cheese.
Gallinari was on the net.
13's funny. 13's funny because it's the last. It's not on the PS4. It's not on the Xbox One.
That was before the KD cover.
It's on the
Yeah.
360. That's a
PS3
360 game. It didn't make it to the next gen yet.
That was the last
14
one.
is when it started being high.
That was as good as
Yeah.
it was going to get. You know what I mean? That was as
Just
hard
point
as they were
out
going
the
to try.
Browns.
And we were saying earlier, Stephen A needs to be on 2K.
You know, fuck
Yeah.
that. What I really want is I want on vinyl the NBA 2K13 soundtrack.
Oh, man.
Executive produced
That
by Jay-Z.
Is it in?
Come on, homie,
I like how
we
they
made
said that
you.
game was executively produced by Jay-Z when he's like,
Come
yo,
on,
put some
homie,
shit
we
around the
made ya.
menus and like I'm gonna pick the soundtrack.
That was the first
And
year.
he did not fully pick the soundtrack. He wasn't like, I need 1901 by Phoenix on here. There's no way he put that in himself. I'm sorry, Jay-Z.
It was the
Good
first
on him
year,
for putting like 2 Nas songs in.
He's
Yeah.
in the fucking. He's on the court.
He's courtside whenever you play the Nets.
It was the first year that the New York, was it the New York Nets?
Brooklyn
Nets.
Nets.
But they became the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah.
Well, what were they before?
The New Jersey Nets.
Jersey.
They were
Nets.
it was the first year, but they transitioned from New Jersey Nets to the Brooklyn Nets, and they moved to the Barclays Center, right?
Uh-huh.
And it was a cool court. It was like it was darker than the rest.
Dark with like zigzag wood panel.
Back then, all the
Black,
fucking
silver
courts looked the
colors
same.
like the Raiders,
so-
you know?
Yeah, it was cool. And then
Now
if
they
you
got the
pause the
Basquiat
game,
floor.
I don't think Jay-Z owns that portion of the Nets anymore. I think he sold it
yeah.
to like a year later.
It was like 1/4%.
So did he make money? I don't know.
He talked about a little rap line, and I made mills off my 1/4%. So and so.
Remember when
Jay-Z
Jay was like, have Jay kick him off the team or whatever? What song
Yeah.
was that? Like, yeah, I have Jay drop him from the team.
Yeah.
La Familia.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
was talking about Brooke Lopez.
Yeah. No, he was talking about
No,
Chris
no, no.
Humphries.
Who was the gay player?
That's
the first
cool,
gay
baby
player?
girl. Do your
Jason
thing.
Collins. He
was
Lucky
talking about
I
Jason
had
Collins.
Jay rapping
Jason
for the
Collins,
team.
yeah.
Did Jason
Shout out to
Collins ever
Jason
make
Collins.
the cover of 2K?
No, but Jason Collins might make the cover of the next Had To, Got To, Must podcast.
Podcast art.
If we ever do a
Instagram,
podcast,
yeah.
can we do
Jason
episode
Collins,
art?
come on the pod.
I don't even know if we can.
100%. Yeah, we could.
Um,
I'll do it. Give me Photoshop. I got a laptop. I got a mouse.
What are other
I got a mind.
games? We want you guys writing in. What are other games that have blunt mode or pause for the cause? Which games would qualify?
Crazy
yeah.
soundtracks.
What 2-player
Because-
games are pause for the
We
cause?
started this discussion. Pokemon is a weird hybrid between the two because the game is always it only moves when you move kind of game.
Yeah, and another explanation of pause for the cause. The reason why you have to pause is because it's a 2-player game, and if you're passing a blunt in between, the person passing it is apt to do something cheap. Or
Always.
the person getting it is going to wait a second so he can do something cheap and then grab it.
Pausing makes it fair.
It's
does
really
make it fair. It levels the playing
Really
field.
brings you back to the primal urges of man. Just trying to win, no matter what. Even if it's a stupid game, you're gonna play 3 more.
Now, what about like a game like the old school platformers like Crash Bandicoot or Sonic the Hedgehog, where if you like set the controller down and don't pause it, Sonic looks at you and he's like, "What the fuck you doing, man? Like, come on, play
That's
the game."
one that,
and then Crash Bandicoot starts doing whatever the hell he wants. He starts like looking back at the camera. He starts dancing. Like,
Actually,
they get bored.
That's
Is that a
interesting.
blunt mode game?
That's blunt mode.
Is that blunt
That's
mode? Is that-
unintended blunt mode.
Unintended blunt mode. Is
They're
Sonic,
all unintended.
Is
but
Sonic the Hedgehog looking pissed off at you and
You
tapping
wouldn't-
his foot? And
There's almost no reason that you would see those animations because if you're not smoking weed, you're playing the game.
yeah.
Unless somebody comes to the door or calls you real quick, you're not gonna see that. So
I like how they put that in the game because they always talk about that. Sega is like, yeah, that took like 80% of the cartridge's memory just to get that. And the rest of it was the game.
Yeah.
And that they bothered to put Sonic looking mad at you, like when you don't have it on pause, you just have the shit sitting.
That cost the memory. Yeah.
But hey, Sonic the Hedgehog does have a score. They do time you. Just saying, time matters. You are talking to a Guinness World Record matcher for Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I can beat Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Stage 1, Act 1. Act 1, Stage 1, whatever you call it, in 20 seconds.
Is it like
Try me.
is it like one of those Time Person of the Year things where everybody can do it in 20 seconds?
I bet I'm not the only person that can.
Okay.
I bet about a bunch of people can. I'm sure thousands can. But I'm just saying.
I remember when you were doing that.
I love Sonic.
And you got, at the time, you were like third or something. Or like tied for...
There was a summer I tried to do the first level of Sonic the Hedgehog 2 as fast as I fucking can
I
on
remember
my
that.
Xbox 360, which was crazy. I had a girlfriend at the time, which is really funny to think about.
Dude, girls
I had
will
a
fuck
lot of,
anybody,
I had a lot of
bro.
stuff. I had a lot of stuff going on. You know what I mean? Probably because I was so good at Sonic the Hedgehog. You know what I mean?
Right.
Listen, if you're a Sonic fan and you're really, really good at the game, and you're like if you're a Sonic the Hedgehog speedrunner for any game, it's like, bro, you need 2 sticks to beat the women off you. Seriously.
Did we talk about Trump getting shot in the ear yet? Or that the glass
No,
is
I
what...
think
can
that
shit
happened
stop-
like right after
Can
we
shit
uploaded.
stop happening after we record and upload
Yeah.
a podcast?
Every
What the
time
hell?
we recorded... Now, last week we recorded on a Friday. Today we're also recording on a Friday. We typically record on Sundays, but after it's the last month...
Stop
it's
doxing
been,
us.
It's been Friday, Saturday, Sunday in that area. So, Trump got shot in the ear like the day after we recorded, and the episode didn't even drop yet. When he was days after, and we didn't even drop. So
Trump
Now you got
shot.
people wearing the fucking bandage on their ears.
we're gonna keep dropping on Tuesday.
That's
Though
some
I don't
dick
give a
sucking.
fuck. Tuesday's a good day to drop.
You can't.
What's
don't rock the
worse,
bandage.
that or wearing Nelly's bandage back in the early 2000s? You remember that Nelly had a bandage on his
If
face?
you were rocking it at school,
Yeah,
you were
yeah.
fucking you're rocking Nelly's look.
Well, here's
Nelly's
the
bandage.
thing. Nelly wore it cosmetically, as far as I know. Right?
Yeah.
Trump actually has a reason to wear a Band-Aid.
You got a little
We're
like,
street
talking about you went to school wearing the Nelly Band-Aid because
Yeah.
Nelly wore it.
Listen, I get he got shot and didn't die, which is like
What kind of
it's kinda
lunch?
It's cool, okay. But listen, if Trump fell off his bike and broke his arm, and people showed up to the Republican National
With a
Convention
cast.
with fake cast on, that would
crazy.
be the stupidest shit you've
Crazy.
ever
They
seen in
never
your
did
life.
that for Biden.
What,
When he fell off the
No.
bike.
So it's stupid.
So let's say
don't
a
wear
kid
that.
gets sent to
Did
school.
he actually come out to Many Men though?
I don't
was
know.
that
I think
edited?
that's fake,
That
but it's
can't
awesome.
be real.
It's
That
awesome.
can't be real.
Listen, if that
But
was
50 Cent was performing in the club with his face on the Get Rich or Die Trying album behind him. Yeah, he had that
I'm
made
gonna
quick.
look into this.
But what
Donald
I was going
Trump,
to say,
come on the
let's say
pod.
a kid goes to school with the Donald Trump ear bandage on.
Yeah.
What kind of lunch did he bring for school?
What kind of lunch did he bring for school?
Yeah.
He probably got stolen for coming to school. I hope he gets it stolen for coming to school with the Donald Trump Band-Aid
Ear
on.
band-aid.
Yeah. And those parents should have a CPS investigation immediately for letting him walk out the house like that.
Because they probably don't have enough food. They probably don't have
So
food stamps.
he tweeted it, but somebody made it
proud.
first. So somebody, it was just a meme.
Yeah.
Trump's face on.
I mean, with Trump on.
But he
on the Get Rich or
performed
Die
with that
Trying album
behind
cover.
him.
Now I gotta find out if that's real.
Because there was a video of him performing with that behind him.
If he
I
walked
think that's
out,
part of the meme.
If
It's
he-
like
yeah.
somebody saw this and then edited their own thing. They're like, he was out here to fit. I don't think Donald
there's
Trump
no
was
there's no
really-
way he walked out to stage at the convention.
He's not
to
that
Many
aware.
Men.
He's cool, but he's not that cool.
There's
50 Cent?
there's no fucking
no
way.
Donald Trump.
Yeah, Donald
no-
Trump's not that cool.
If
He's cool, but he's not that cool.
Yeah.
thought he
He's
was-
not allowed on Twitter, so how did he see it? Nobody put it on the Truth
Right.
app.
Right.
he was on Threads.
Not being
We
allowed.
should get on Thread. We should get on the Truth
Not-
app.
2
not-
days
This
ago,
is
50
crazy
cents.
on
Many
there.
men up 250% in streams. Following Donald Trump.
Can we
That's a
infiltrate?
hard ass song. We
Yeah.
all like that song.
Don't
You know what?
look to
I
the
think-
sky no more.
Listen, we're on Instagram. We're on YouTube. We're on TikTok. I think there is an untapped market here, gentlemen and listeners. Let me know. We need to get in on the Truth app.
That little thumbnail.
Joe Biden and Barack Obama. Who shot you? Biggie Smalls remix.
Just like the thumbnail. That thumbnail.
People
of
are
Trump.
generally getting stupider. They really
just
are.
him, just Trump out the window doing a drive-by.
What was I going to say?
Getting shot.
Something about Donald Trump. Oh, yeah. So, how you get banned on Twitter when Twitter is full of porn? You're not allowed to speak your mind, but you're allowed to show your fucking pussy and anus
Crazy.
on Twitter.
You might see somebody you know's pussy and asshole.
Yeah.
You
Maybe
might.
somebody you
I
know's
did.
dick and asshole.
What's wrong with that?
I didn't see that yet. Thank God.
What's wrong with that?
Why can we see this?
What's wrong
Why
with
is
that?
this easy access?
What's wrong with that?
Why is this easy access? And Summer Rae's backshot video is on every fucking tweet as a bot.
There should be a paywall.
I don't
there
know
a
who,
clip?
but it's like, have you seen so and so's backshot
What's wrong with
video?
that?
Like, listen, it's fine, but Twitter is not where I go for porn. Maybe I'm missing out because I heard the quality be hitting sometimes. There's
You
high
should
quality
try it.
on Twitter. No, I'm on a 1 day no gooning streak.
Oh, I'm
Donald
going.
Trump video
I'm
walkout.
going on Twitter. I don't want to look at dick and pussy. Blah blah blah. What is there something you want to tell us? Do you not take a shower? Do you not get undressed? Do you not pee?
What?
You look at dick every day. So see some dick on Twitter. It's whatever.
No, it's not whatever. No, see, here's
is
the thing.
whatever.
Here's the thing.
Whatever.
You look at porn and then one down, it's like some family dying. Or like a fucking guy getting splattered by a ghost in
I
real
will
life.
go on my Twitter right now, and you tell me where you see hardcore pornography or people dying. I go on
Yeah.
Twitter all the time. I don't see this
My
stuff.
Twitter
I
doesn't
can
have
open my
that.
Twitter right now and show you.
Open your
Who are
Twitter
you
right now and show
following?
you.
It's on my burner, but
Well, okay. I wonder why I have a burner.
I don't worry about it.
Yeah, my Twitter's.
Wait,
not
I'm
like
sorry.
that.
Not on Twitter. Don't show me your Twitter.
X.
Show me your X. Show me. You know what's crazy? I actually changed the. I'm stupid, and I did change the icon on my phone to make it Twitter. It's
You're
Twitter.
old
Have you
icon.
seen the
You're
new
like-
do.
blank video? That's the first thing that comes up on my timeline. I don't
How
follow
do you
this
have
person.
this? It
I
is
don't
porno-
follow this person.
This is some OnlyFans shit on your Twitter.
Who do
timeline.
you follow on
your
this
X
account?
timeline.
I'm gonna look.
for this
I'm gonna look.
algorithm. To
It's
be
like
this
John
way.
Cena. I know I follow normal people.
Is this your For You on X, or is this your following on X?
For
This
You.
is my
My For You.
the home.
The
when
For
you
You
open the
page.
bitch up.
Look, what's the first thing you see? Producer Hannah, what's the first thing you see?
Okay,
on
I'm
my
following
X?
like.
Baseball. Something.
Listen,
something to do with
I'm
baseball.
following like
It's a
jersey.
baseball jersey from a brand.
all
It's
of
not
my
pornography.
following here is like normal people. Daniel Tosh, Skip Bayless, Russell Westbrook. You know what I'm saying? Like it's normal, verified people, no porn stars. And then real quick, can we? So every social
Yes.
media.
Producer Hannah's got Lil Wayne. We do not have pornography on our X profiles on the For You page.
Look at mine. It's very normal.
What are you looking at?
Hang on.
You
the
pervert.
following. The
You
following.
sick
Go through the following. It's all like normal political people because I like trolling. That's all it is. The name of the account is Fred Timms Johnson.
You are
bro.
following rage bait accounts. This is why he's following spam and Russian bots and rage bait. And
But why is Naomi's new porn video on my front page?
because you like that shit.
Who
'Cause
saw
you're
the
freaking-
Target employee video?
Wait, what?
Bro,
are you,
I don't follow these people.
what are you liking?
See this?
and stuff?
My
I don't like anything. I just have been trolling on like political accounts and shit.
It also knows how long you've watched a video, even if you didn't do anything. So take that into account.
I have opened some flicks before.
Well, there you go.
But why is it showing me people dying it like immediately after? Hang on.
I do not get death and pornography
I
on my
get-
Twitter.
Look, self-defense or
I
murder,
saw
right
this.
there. The next
I
one.
saw this one.
The next one is
I
somebody
saw
dying.
this one.
Oh.
I saw that.
Oh my god! So he just
That's
showed.
fucked up.
He just showed me.
That's
got
fucked
him,
up.
point
That's a
blank.
guy who
Oh
pulls
my
up on a
God.
white truck with a gun.
And then he gets
bangs
point
on
blank.
the car. He asked for it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I didn't like when I saw that.
DMX said it the best. You better bust that if you gonna pull that.
I-
What up?
Well,
What up?
when
what
I
up?
saw that, I was
showing-
really fucked up about it, though.
Yeah.
Seeing death fucks me up.
Yeah,
I don't,
I don't
really
like
see
seeing
that.
it.
Yeah,
I don't
thanks
wanna
a
It's
lot.
all over Twitter. Death and asshole.
Thanks a lot for showing me a guy
Facebook
dying.
Reels.
That's your Twitter.
Facebook Reels.
Facebook Reels will show you that.
Does it really?
Facebook Reels will show you some of the most aggravating content in your life. And sometimes it shows you your stuff from Instagram if, you're connected through Instagram. So whenever I click on a Facebook Reel that looks interesting, if there's a little Instagram logo in the bottom left corner, I have to click it and switch over to Instagram. You know why? Because God forbid I get strucken dead by God or like I get, a heart attack or a stroke. You guys are not going to find me with my phone open blasting a Facebook reel over and over. You guys, I cannot let the hood know and the gang know that I was on Facebook Reels.
God forbid.
Heavens forbid. Please.
Literally will not be caught dead on Facebook.
Heavens
Reels.
no.
I'd rather be caught on X Hamster.
Oh,
Freak
man.
hour.
I'd rather be
TNA Flicks.
I'd rather be caught on TNA Flicks.
I'd rather be
TNA
caught on
Flicks.
Spank Bang.
I'd rather be caught on Spank Bang. I'd rather be caught on what's that one that they always advertise? It's
Bang Bros?
cameras.
What?
Cam soda.
Cam soda.
No.
Jerkmaid?
Jerkmate.
Jerk.
I'd rather be caught with putting my credit card on Jerkmate.
Stop.
Oh yeah, we're done talking about porn.
We said we were going to do
done,
it.
we're done. We're taking a
this
break from
episode.
porn.
Oh my
Listen,
God.
I'm on a 1-day gooning break. I haven't jerked
Taking
off
a break
in
from
day.
porn.
Stop saying
Now,
gooning on
let's
the
talk
podcast.
about.
Nope.
Let's talk about how.
I'm 24 hours sober from
What
jerking
happened?
off.
God damn it, let's talk
let's
about
talk
candy
about,
bars.
Hold on, I got one. Let's talk about Austin. When you sent you had a rare red ring with your Xbox.
Yes,
Oh, yes.
I believe it was the E66 error.
Interesting.
So
I didn't know there were different
So
codes.
there's the 3 red rings, which means your shit is finished. There's the 4, which sometimes it would work with the towel trick. You know, we're unks now. We know the towel trick with the 360. Basically, it was heat up your
I'm
360
19.
with a warm towel, and you know it would work for a little while as long as you kept it warm or whatever. But anyways, there was the 3 red rings, the red ring of death, and the 4, which was called the fake red ring. I had E66.
Why was it called the fake red ring?
Because you could do the towel trick and it would work.
Oh.
You didn't have to send it in.
Oh.
You could get away with it.
Fake red ring.
Yeah, the fake red ring of death.
Insane.
So, all that just to not keep your Xbox.
And
for
all
another
that for
4
you to
weeks.
to fill your console up with peanut butter.
Yeah,
with
so
Gears of War. In there.
I had the E66 error, and it was the 1 red ring, and it was like a solenoid error or something.
Kids these days don't know the struggle.
When you have to send in your Xbox, when you have to call this fucking guy in Pakistan or India, and hello, I'm John Smith with Microsoft.
John Schmidt.
Could you please read the serial number on your Xbox?
I'm
You read
serial
serial number, and then they get it after like 3 or 4 weeks. It takes forever to fucking get there. It costs you like $20 to ship it.
And then they call you, get a number.
You get a call from a number that's local to you. They're using a spoofer.
Says Pontiac's calling.
Says Pontiac, Michigan's calling you. You
Okay.
pick up. Motherfucking Gears of War disc stuck in the console. Fuck me. And you send a controller with peanut butter all over the fucking controller.
motherfucker peanut
You mother bitch, you try to fuck on us. There is peanut butter and dust bunny all in the console.
Motherfucker, bitch you, motherfucker, peanut butter, bitch
How do you get Forza Motorsport 2 and Gears of War 1 stuck in the fucking console? There's not enough room for 2 games.
Like, why are you calling me, man?
And they're abusing you. Just straight up
Motherfucker.
berating 14-year-old you for this crusty
Like the
Xbox.
telemarketer is the one that actually he's got his tools out. He's opening the thing. He's
Yeah.
gotta open.
Motherfucking fuck
I
me.
don't understand anything but motherfucker and bitch and peanut,
Peanut
butter.
This will be $90 fucking dollars. You thought it was going to be free. Every
And
console
you're
gets
just
a
like,
free one.
Mom,
Yeah.
That red ring.
here's the phone.
Read your credit card to this man.
Red ring was such a kiss of death. I didn't ever make the call.
No?
No, you know what? I was very blessed. I have to say I was very blessed. My
50% of Xboxes broke.
My Xbox, my original white Xbox did bite the dust after I had it for like a couple years. Me and my brother shared it. And then I was like, oh, fuck, my Xbox is broke. Like, what the fuck? Man, this is fucked up. And then
Motherfucking refurbish the fucking.
Gears of War,
I didn't have a
motherfucker, peanut butter.
I didn't put no peanut butter in my Xbox. I was responsible. And me and my brother played it. And then I was working. I like just got like my first job and all that. And then Xbox bit the goddamn dust. But you know what?
Damn.
My mom got her my mom got her Xbox at Best Buy. She like, just pay me back. Like when you get you got a job and I'll just pay you back. And that's what I did. She got me the Xbox. It was very nice.
Nice.
Shout out to my mom for giving me Xbox.
Nice.
We love you, mom.
Man,
Thank God she didn't read the serial number and the credit card.
We had the Wii.
My mom would have talked some shit back to her. She would have
The
been
Wii
like, your
was
name is
fire.
not Kevin.
We
Shout out
got
to
the Wii.
John.
We got the Xbox 360 so late. I got mine off eBay with a weird sticker on it.
I had the
like-
Wii first.
The
But
five
we had
best
the
console
Wii.
of all time.
There was a Christmas where the Wii just came out. Nobody had it. We had it. My grandma, there was 18.
Yeah, it's like the
available.
fizzle. It was like having the fizzle back
For
in
real.
the day.
That's I didn't get the fizzle when it
PS5.
came out.
Me neither.
Shout out grandma, bro. It was 18 in stock. What do you want from me? It's gonna come out. I got to burp.
Hey, game is game.
At least I go like this.
So-
I don't go like. "Bleh."
haven't
To
done
interrupt
that
you
yet.
about the Wii, Satoru Iwata, quick shout out, rest in peace. The man was fearless. Do you remember where you were when you first heard the word "we"?
We would like to play.
I don't, but like
Fearless.
I know I was in my living room.
Those commercials that dun 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 dun
and then they,
They were
bow,
selling-
show
they
up,
come
they
to your
show
door.
They were selling Wii's door to door.
They were
selling them with the vacuum guy.
We would
That-
like to play.
That was a great commercial. Two Japanese
Chicka
guys in
bum,
suits
chicka bum, bum,
bowing to
chicka
you with
bum,
Wii
bum.
remotes.
And then
We
they're
would
playing
like to
Wii
play.
tennis like a motherfucker. Bum bum chicka bum 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 chicka bum.
Actually,
Bum,
now that
bum,
we're
chicka,
back
bum.
in Joe Rogan,
That's why no one gives a fuck
this
about
is the first pod we've done in 3 weeks that we didn't play the Wii before.
Yeah, we usually play Wii bowling, Wii Sports Resort bowling.
We played YouTube.
We played YouTube.
And we took a field trip.
We took a
Yep.
field trip. We went to the Dispo,
Went to the liquor store.
and that's where we smoked that halftime joint.
Yeah, we
Dun
we,
dun dun
we
dun
sound like
dun
real
dun
DJs.
dun dun dun. We would like
Listen,
to smoke.
this is
Dun,
why,
dun,
you
dun,
know,
dun,
like,
dun, dun, dun.
Who are the people, who are like the religious people that come to your doors? Is it Jehovah's Witnesses? Is that it? This is why Jehovah's Witnesses, you know, y'all don't get no love. Because you show up with a book, suit and tie. You know what I mean? Why don't you put on, instead of the little, like, you know, white dress shirt,
Put on a snapback.
put on a snapback, put on a suit, and show up with a Nintendo Wii.
Yeah.
And maybe I'll listen to what you have to say. Come
if
on,
you
be
got
like,
a
hey,
nunchuck and a
we-
Wii remote in your
listen, just
hand,
be like,
I
hey,
might listen.
We're
You wanna
trying to play.
some Super Mario Galaxy with us?
That would be different.
If some guy knocks on my door and is like, hey, can I tell you about our Lord? I'd be like, fuck off. If some guy's like, hey, you want to play Wii bowling? I'll be like, hey, come in for a minute.
Yeah.
And then while we're playing bowling, maybe I'll listen to what you have to say. Tell
You-
me
you
about your
drop
Lord.
some-
I'll be
yeah.
like, I'll listen to you. Oh, okay, cool.
Especially
oh,
if you-
a turkey. Hell yeah.
Honestly,
Oh,
I think they're robbing me. Really,
You know how like businessmen,
rot?
you know how
Brain rot
businessmen,
for them to sell it to you?
yes, I need brain rot for them, for the Jehovah's Witnesses to listen.
you know how businessmen like get good at golf for like business meetings.
Yeah.
Imagine Jehovah's Witnesses got to get good at Wii Sports and keep a 200 average in order to get people to listen about the Lord.
Rolling 6 strikes in a
It's
row.
like, well, I
Woo.
can't fucking suck to talk to him about the Lord.
Well, you know
I
how
got to be a pro. I got to keep my pro status.
Well, you know what's crazy, huh? You know how I got so good at this game?
Mm-hmm.
It's not from practice. It's actually from my Lord and Savior. He's telling you, 7th strike in a row, you're like, damn, maybe he knows something I don't.
Yeah.
Maybe he's got a point.
Perfect curves.
And someone's like, "How'd you get involved in the church?" Well, he threw fucking 7 strikes. I mean,
I saw him throw a 300 game with my own eyes on an unmodded Wii.
Without Motion Plus.
Without Motion Plus is crazy.
Yeah.
I'm the Wii Sports Rego, John.
I think that's fire. I think that's the most fire one.
We'll try it out and we'll compare. But it don't have as much spin.
I'm
on
gonna
it.
I
get a
heard
Wii
Wii
soon.
Sports Club is big trash.
Oh, on the Wii U.
Yeah, big
I've
trash.
heard big bad things about
Yeah.
that. I heard trash.
Switch Sports I like. For this little Lego ass Joy-Con, it's pretty responsive.
I mean, it's more the
Game
pins
hour.
break.
It's
more
quite playable,
realistically.
and I'd play it again.
I agree. No, I think it might even be the best in some ways
Yeah, for bowling, yeah.
because you have the 16 person online.
They need to add boxing back. They
Well,
need to
now
add
they're
that
full.
back.
They're not adding anymore.
You know
Yeah.
what we're gonna
I
do?
just
Slim was running his mouth. He was like, "There's this empty spot,
Literally
for a sport."
15
and it's
hours
like-
later.
it's like they want to do something and they're not doing something.
And then
literally
yeah,
the
yeah.
next day, there's an update for Switch Sports. Basketball has been added.
I haven't
was
played
like,
yet.
Oh,
I haven't played yet.
Hold
on.
on, like they shut you down.
There's hoops
Yeah.
and we
Yeah, there's
Get the fuck
3-point
outta here.
contest and
You need
there's
to get that
2-on-2.
shit.
get the fuck out of
Yeah.
here.
You need to get that shit.
3-point contest. Oh, I got a World Star notification.
Oh, every time when we record.
Dun dun dun
Breaking
dun
in,
dun
dun,
dun dun
dun,
dun.
dun.
World Star Hip Hop. Whoa! Attempted
Whoa.
robbery goes sideways at Memphis gas station. Dun 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 dun. That
Might
was
need
the
to look
had
into
to
that.
got to must World Star Hip Hop banner notification segment.
Go on down to worldstarhiphop.com. Promo code had to.
World Star.
Hey, y'all don't be making noise in your girl's ear when you fuck. I'd be like,
World Star. Listen, if
You see that video of that guy giving a girl back shots and then he just looks pissed and he just comes and grabs her and he just hits her one
Boom,
time, 2 times.
boom.
Lucky. He just
World
Freak out.
Star.
world stars that bitch.
So-
that's 2 aspects of world
if
stars.
you
You ever
hear-
seen Brian Pumper crack an egg on a girl's
Yes, I
head?
crack an egg on that hoe.
You ever seen that?
I haven't seen it.
Pumper
Is
Is he
fucking
really
legend.
fucking her?
This guy's fucking her
Yeah,
from
he's
the
a
back
porn
and cracks
star.
an egg on her head.
Yeah.
And she just
She
listen. You got a girl in the middle of the
That's his
dick of the dicknosis. She might just accept it.
He was getting his dick sucked one time, and he's like coming in the girl's mouth, and then he cracks an egg right on her forehead.
All right, we're done being slutty. We talked about this.
Shout out the legend Brian
We're
Pumper.
done being horny.
I gotta be honest.
Brian Pumper, come on
These
the podcast.
two Flair and Austin, they know an awful lot of porn stars. These two guys.
I'm
know
telling you,
awful.
100.
Stop.
I
100.
think.
Shut the
Easily
fuck
Me and
up.
Han know
Easily
half
100.
of either of theirs catalogs.
Shut the fuck up.
I don't know.
If you
half.
asked me names and asked me, did I
I
know
don't know
them?
any.
Yes. Could
And
I
Han
name
don't know.
100?
Me and Han are
Probably not.
clueless, bro. Me and Han are clueless. That's not going to be a clip. Don't
guys
have
are.
that long face.
You guys are naughty.
Don't have that long face.
Listen.
Naughty.
This clip wouldn't fly on TikTok anyways.
This isn't going on.
It's not worth making.
I'm kidding.
I don't like doing it
Anywho.
anymore. I've been over this.
All right, we don't glorify porn. We don't.
Austin's sober.
I'm 24 hours sober from jerking off.
Oh my God! You better go on the.
24
You better go on the Royal Oak singles over there on
Yeah,
Man.
I'm sober.
Facebook. That bitch was. I'm 24 hours sober, bitch. You're just broke.
You're broke.
Yeah. Insufficient funds.
You're broke.
It's insufficient funds.
So I've been 24
You
hours
ran out of
sober
weed,
from jerking off.
you
What does
ran
that
out of
mean?
booze,
My
you ran out of
internet's
pills,
out?
you ran
Your
out of
battery's just.
Yeah,
low.
my internet's out and my
Yeah,
phone's
you just
being
haven't-
slow.
You just
Wi-Fi's
lost your
down.
charger. That's all.
Yeah,
it is.
my imagination is run dry.
No,
We don't use your
we
imagination.
literally.
I'd
there's
be
a
using my
Facebook group.
imagination.
There's
24
I
hours
got a
sober.
powerful
Good for
mind,
you,
man.
but don't announce that.
Don't
24 hours
sleep.
sober ain't shit.
There's literally a Royal Oak single. What is it?
That ain't shit.
Singles?
Royal Oak singles 20s and 30s.
Okay, this group on Facebook
Yeah.
is so funny. You go on there,
Bunch
and you're
of
like,
losers,
Hey,
man.
I'm living.
No
over here."
disrespect.
I got
losers.
removed. I got removed for the
Yeah.
I told
So
you.
tell them what happened.
Yeah.
Tell them what happened.
So there's this one bitch. I've later learned she's a bartender at one bar we go to sometimes. And the guy who told me, he was like, yeah, she's in outer space. But anyways, she posts something. She's like, I'm 24 hours sober and I'm looking for more activities that don't involve alcohol. Man, 24 hours sober, bitch. Are we really 24 hours sober? Because she posted it at like 8 p.m., right? So if you're 24 hours sober, does that mean you haven't had a drink since 8 p.m., like the day before? Or like, were you a day drinker?
if
Did
you
drink
have to
at like
say
2?
24 hours sober,
At like 11?
if you have to say 24 hours
That's
sober,
embarrassing.
I know what kind of person you are.
Yes,
you don't
because
have
it's
to
probably
say
like
anything.
14 hours.
What do you mean?
It's probably-
realistically,
it's probably
it is
like
14 hours.
14.
No, I had my last
you had to
White
s-
Claw at 8 o'clock yesterday.
yeah.
Because
Thursday.
Because
So-
you understand, you get to sleep and like probably go to work a little bit. There's probably
Yeah.
some part of your 8-hour day. If you had
Yeah.
you're an adult with a job that you weren't
So
at a right state of mind.
she was looking for non-alcoholic activities being 24 hours
24
sober.
hours sober.
So what I posted was a hypnosis gif of like just a swirl like you want to do it again. And then, that got deleted and before I got removed from the group I commented 24 hours sober or insufficient funds with the emoji.
And somebody
Rude comment.
Rude comment.
It was a rude comment, but
It
it's
was, but it was fun.
It's rude, but you know what's rude? Subjecting me to your silliness.
I like how in the group someone
Join
said
the group.
I did join the group. Do you know
I like-
why? Because it's a good way to get rid of loser denial.
I like how
Oh, I don't feel like a loser because I make fun of her.
Yes, I don't feel like a loser because
Well-
there's people in the 20s and 30s Facebook group
I like how
talking about their 24 hours
And
sober.
then somebody's like, I wanna
and
go to a
then
Tigers game
They're
where
giving,
there's
they're giving
booze
their
everywhere.
fucking review of bars in the
No,
vicinity.
a Ti-
Have you guys ever been to so and so on Main, so and so here, so and
A
so?
Tiger-
No, what are you doing on fucking Facebook?
Like,
Dude,
get the fuck
Hold
out of
on.
here, man.
A Tigers game is a good idea because it's like someone's like, "How about a mocktail?" It's like, "Well, I'm not trying to drink. How about we go somewhere where we pretend like we're drinking?" It's like, no, just like no one's. You can't go to a fucking bowling alley or something.
Yeah,
they
man.
can't like go to a park. Just like go do some shit.
Like, you have
how
to
about how about
message
a
people
bar
on
where we get
Facebook?
fake drinks? let's. Oh, I got to do something sober. How about we go to
Hey,
the bar where we get
hey.
Shirley Temples? What are you talking about?
Flair,
Just go to like a park or something.
You're real shit. I agree. We mentioned something on one of our episodes earlier, an early episode,
Okay.
about the first ever weed bar type thing. Didn't we talk about this?
Yeah.
How's that
So
going?
lame.
I don't know anything
lame.
about that. My company doesn't have any rights to it or means to it anymore. I don't know if Michigan's ever going to get that shit figured out.
We
There's a
talked
couple
about
in
this years
California,
ago.
but
Like first of all, a weed bar is lame as fuck. It's never going to take off. You can't get drunk.
no one's ever going to do it right.
The best part about a bar is getting drunk.
No one's ever going to do it right.
You don't have that. What are you doing? You're going to a bar to get high. I'd rather get high in front of my PlayStation.
Honestly, you know how the only thing that's going to work. No one wants a weed bar. We want places that already exist, but we want weed smoking areas. We want Dave and Buster's, but you're allowed to blow weed in there, or at least hit a weed pen.
That's
We
true.
want a movie theater
Hold
where it's
on,
like
that's fucking
smoking and non-smoking section. Like this is the smoking movie
That's
theater. This is the
fucking
non.
true.
We don't need a bar to smoke weed and sit around. Unless you have, you know what would be awesome for a weed smoking bar alcohol or something else to do. Like literally, like you'd have to like put a movie on. Like,
Can I show y'all
No,
something
no,
crazy my
no-
brother just sent me?
no one
Yes.
wants.
What
No
did you,
one
wait,
wants.
hold on. What Austin's brother just said?
Yeah.
My brother is at a circus with my nephew.
Oh hell yeah!
And look at these people on skates. Look what they do. Wait. Watch.
Oh! Okay, how do we describe this?
This is out cold.
What are they
out
on?
cold as hell.
Is that
They're on like a
roller
little
skating?
table platform.
They're on a table, a
Yeah.
small table.
circle
Small
table.
table, and they're
A
both on
table
roller
no bigger
skates.
than the one we're recording on.
And he's just spinning around, and this bitch is twirling like
What is
she's
she
twisting.
She's holding on to
Something
a
on his
thing.
neck,
He's
like
got
a
almost
leather
like,
belt.
Imagine like a necklace, but it's so strong it can support somebody.
It could support some frail
She's
woman on
holding on
roller
to it.
skates.
She's spinning.
And then she's twirling like doing a 2160.
She's spinning. And while they're spinning, it's like 2 layers of spinning.
This is crazy.
Where is he?
He's at some
A
kind of
circus.
circus. And then he sent me another video.
Oh, do y'all remember the Ringling
Look,
Brothers?
she's
Never went to a circus.
she's getting swung. And then she's stretching while she's getting swung.
They're
too.
definitely fucking.
If the circus got animals, they can
the
go
back
fuck
shots
themselves.
after that go crazy.
They are making money fucking together. That's what you want. That's the goal right there.
I need
Hey.
to learn how to skate from that guy, not Unk.
Do you want to know why a weed bar won't work?
That's circus skating.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Circus style.
Go somewhere, sit around, and smoke weed and talk to people? Motherfuckers have been doing that for as long as you've been smoking weed, because that's what you had to do, because it was illegal.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
You just do it outside the bar anyway.
We don't need weed bars. We need already existing areas that are cool and fun, but just allow us to like smoke real weed in there.
That's so true. That's
Give me the
so-
go-kart track. Give
That's
me the
really
fucking-
true, though.
Dude, you know
if
what?
we could go to any movie theater and just blow that bitch out.
you
if
guys-
we could go to any Dave and Buster's and just blow that bitch out.
How cool would that be?
Roller ring.
If I
The
could
roller
blow a
rink.
wood at the roller rink, that would
I'm
be
saying
special.
that
You
would
guys-
be
Story
like
about
people
when you
would
went to
pay
that roller
extra
rink.
to do
Yeah.
that. If,
You guys-
if I had to go there and play this much,
I
and
would.
then there's a weed tax,
Give me
I
10
think people would
10
pay
bucks,
it.
I'll do it.
I
I'll
can
do
bring
it.
my own weed.
Yeah.
I think people would do that. But what's stopping that from happening? I think there's a lot
The
of
roller rink,
regulations.
they could have like 8
A lot of safety
ashtrays
stuff.
on the side,
Yeah.
and
And
if you're
also-
a smoker,
we have to sign
you gotta be in the
waivers
smoking lane.
At the,
Also,
at the,
I don't
at
think
the Lexus place.
Yeah, the velodrome.
Waivers, and
velodrome.
also I don't
Yeah.
think the demand is as high for that stuff as you think it is, really. But also,
There's only like 8 hashashas out there.
But if
You
people,
guys
on,
don't-
if people on Instagram, we're seeing this Mario Kart CJ Barrymore's bullshit over and over again.
yeah, that slow ass left turn, that fucking 90
I wanna
second.
go there.
Upward
I want to
free.
go there. I want to
It's
go
like
there.
30 seconds to get up
They've
that
been
fucking
advertising
left turn.
it. It's not going to do well. It's not as sweet as
We're
it
gonna
looks.
go. We're gonna go.
And they're not fast.
But
They're not fast.
but fuck that one place we were at. What was that one place where they told us we could come in? And
K1 Speed, man.
K1
Fuck
Speed can
them.
suck my left
Hey,
nut.
everybody, give K1 Speed in Oxford, Michigan a 1-star review for their
For
unprofessional
the Had
behavior.
To Got To Must podcast.
Please,
we
on
went
behalf
there,
of the Had To
we went
pod.
there. They told us 20 minutes. We go to the bar. We get a drink. We come
We would have
back.
never went to this bar.
Mind you, we drove like 45 minutes to get there.
Yes.
And then they say,
Oh, there's a party. We
"Oh,
can't.
We feel so bad.
yeah.
But, and they're just like, ooh, I'm so sorry. Oh, we just can't. Suck my dick. I'm sorry. And then, what did you do before we left?
I threw my membership card in the lobby.
Yeah,
I was pissed off,
it was
and then I
good.
gave him a
was
1-star
his
review.
birthday.
It was my birthday
Oh, they
weekend.
ruined
It was
his
my birthday
birthday.
weekend.
birthday. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yep.
Are you fucking kidding
Ruined his
me?
birthday.
K1 who?
K1 nada. K1 Speed.
K1 can get fucked. K1,
K1
slow.
Speed in Oxford, Michigan.
We
Give
fucking
them a
went-
shitty
Hey,
fucking
you
review.
gonna
Even though
ruin my
Cart to
friend's
Cart
birthday?
told us to get fucked that one day, at least they told us to get fucked right from the get go.
Tell them on the Google review that they're sympathizers for Ethan Crumbly, the Oxford shooter.
And they ain't even gas engines.
Really just fucking go ham on them.
It ain't
Fuck
even
them.
gas. It's electric.
Cocksuckers. No, the electric carts are fast. If they had those carts at CJ Barrymore, I'd be okay with that. And then they're going to do this to somebody with a sub 20-second lap?
Insane.
I'm not fucking chopped liver. I got a 19.8
They
second
didn't
lap.
look you up is the problem. They didn't look you
With
up.
No
just boost, no paddle shift.
No
if he would have gave me
respect.
paddle shift, probably 18.9.
No respect to real racing.
Real racing died that day.
Real talk.
Well, that was the fucking fastest hour and a half. That was a
was.
fucking
That did
awesome
feel-
episode.
yeah, that was
I don't know
fast.
if we're just drunk. We'll notice tomorrow.
We probably are. We should probably tone it down next time. But we had fun.
I had a great time. This was a great episode. Thanks for the love. Thanks for listening. Follow us on TikTok,
Instagram,
YouTube,
TikTok.
and more
YouTube.
importantly, share. I don't know if tagging your friend or reposting counts as a share, but send our
do it.
videos to in a DM format.
talk to somebody. Say, hey,
whether
check
it's
this out.
YouTube, we're really happy to do this, and we want to grow.
We were already happy doing it. We enjoyed doing
oh
it.
yeah,
doing
oh
this.
yeah.
We
But
We
because
had
now,
even if we had no views, we'd still be like
we'd
down
still
to
be
do
doing
2
it.
more years at least.
Cranking out the
Everybody-
clips, cranking out the content.
Everybody, this truly is the highlight of my week. So
And we love you, and keep sending fan mail. Shout out
Please.
Jersey, shout out TikTok.
keep
And just
sending
share
fan mail.
our
We
shit.
love. Hit the text message in our description.
And-
You can send us messages. Message us on TikTok or Instagram. Send us messages. We'll respond. It's fun to do that. We
And
love
the
doing
more
it.
we do, the more we're gonna be able to. We're gonna want to do more.
Australia listeners, if you made it, shout out to us. We want to hear from you really bad.
Yeah. Shout out Australia. Message us on social media, and the more that you guys listen, the more we'll want to do. Like, if we have incentives, like we have skin in the game. I mean, we're gonna only want to do more. We'll get a camera. We'll get a real studio set up. You want to see us? You can see how we're dressed. You know, we're dressed like we're 28. So we were talking earlier about how jerseys might. You know, do young people wear jerseys?
and if so, what kind?
Yeah, like are jerseys still popping? Actually, when I was working at that liquor store pizza place, I was working with some young guys. They were buying jerseys off the Chinese knockoffs.
Yeah, because they're better quality
They,
sometimes.
they are better quality. Anyway, I guess we should call it there. Guys, we love you. Mwah, mwah. Kisses. Uno. Stand apart.